after I think 2 or 3 or 4 years, I think there's another example just like ringgit. Ringgit is the currency of China, another form yuan, and also says ruble is the currency of especially Russia. Those are the example for further upcoming international currency. But at present, dollar is the perfect example of international currency. And Indian government also tried to make rupee as an international currency, but there are so many different problem and so many different conditions for Indian rupee. In case of valuation and devaluation of rupee, stability of rupee, and for especially fiscal regime. In condition of fiscal regime, which we read in our upcoming slide, first of all we say especially what the main motive of Tarapur Committee. Tarapur Committee is especially for fuller capital account convertibility, define international currency as a currency that is widely used for international transaction. This committee is specially organized for rupee. What the maximum possible to make rupee as an international currency? That's why Tarapur Committee give a recommendation to make fuller capital account convertibility. Capital account improves the possibility of foreign transaction in terms of financial assets, etc. Okay. Then current account convertibility is the freedom or ability to convert domestic currency into foreign currency, vice versa. At present, you know very well, India work on the basis of fully current account convertibility, domestic currency in terms of change from the any other country's currency, especially in terms of dollar, euro, or any etc. But at present, Tarapur Committee recommend that if Indian government want international of rupee, then government need to convert completely our capital account in terms of foreign trade, in terms of financial assets, in terms of other countries' currency against the rupee. Or I think this is a good symbol for Indian economy for upcoming global economy participants in terms of currency, just like in case of IMF. In previous class today, we had discussion about SDR, special drawing rights. So this one is, I think, a better decision by Indian government. You know, in earlier 1960, rupee was accepted as a legal tender in Qatar, UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, and Malaysia. Qatar, UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, and Malaysia. In earlier 1960, you know about legal tender money. What is legal tender money? Legal tender money which is issued by any government or central bank with a promise of payment. You know very well about legal tender money. So in 1960, approximately nearby 1960, Qatar, UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, and Malaysia used rupee as a legal tender money. But at present, what the condition of rupee? Today, almost 86% of India's imports as well as 86% of exports are invoiced in dollar. The meaning of invoice is the terms of payment in form of dollar. Invoice in dollar. Just like if I purchase iPhone 14 Pro, otherwise I purchase foreign clothes, a foreign brand watch. I think I purchase a car, Tesla. Then my payment mode or invoice is generated in terms of dollar. This is too much negative for any economy, especially this condition is too much negative for Indian economy. But today, almost 86% export and import in terms of dollar, invoice in terms of dollar. That's not good for rupee. In comparison of 1960, you just see in the slide, in comparison of 1960, what the major difference at present condition. Okay. So these are the related content, related information regarding your internationalization of rupee. And this class is also important for your mains exam, especially in case of essay writing, factual weights data. Now, from the next slide, the challenges. What the challenges? The challenges imply that the incentives and fulfillment of export obligation under the FTP can be extended to export payment made in Indian rupees. Especially those are the challenges. You know about the nearby 5 or 6 months, the crisis in Sri Lankan economies. Then Indian government provide him support, financial assistance in terms of something $1 million in form of rupee. Sorry, in form of rupee. The changes imply that incentive and fulfillment of export payment made in Indian rupee. This one is the major challenge for Indian economy. If Indian government wants to convert rupee in form of international currency, this one is the major challenge. Government has highlighted that this was done in light of rising interest in international of Indian rupee, internationalization of Indian rupee. But what they highlighted? If you're not able to fulfill the payment mode in form of rupee for nearby country, especially for nearby country means Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, or Sri Lanka else. If you're not able to fulfill the rupee in terms of payment or financial assistance, then this is not possible to make rupee as an international currency. But government hope or highlighted that this one is the light of rising as per the recommendation of Tarapur committee. This one is the light of rising interest in internationalization of Indian rupee. Especially the demand of rupee increases nearby COVID duration from 2019, 20, 21, 22. Nearby country of India or especially Southeast Asian country especially dependent on Indian economy as a financial support in terms of health, in terms of education, in terms of survival, in terms of food gain, etc. That's why there is an opportunity to make rupee just like in comparison of dollar as an international currency. This one is the main topic in news currently, especially in the month of October. But what's the advantage and disadvantage of Indian economy from this decision, especially, just a minute, activities increasing internationalization of rupee. What's the main reason? That's why Indian government take the decision to internationalization of rupee. First one is increased use for invoices and settlement of cross-border transaction. Cross-border transaction means global form, in form of from one country to another country. Like in transaction between the Sri Lanka and Bangladesh in terms of rupee. Like in transaction between Nepal and Bhutan in terms of rupee. Transaction between Fiji and South Korea in terms of rupee. So first motive is increased use of invoicing and settlement of cross-border transaction in terms of rupee. This one is the main reason to increasing the internationalization of rupee. First one is this. Second one, freedom for non-resident to hold financial assistance liability in rupee. Freedom for non-resident to hold financial assets and liabilities in rupee. You know what the maximum days limit to hold any country currency in India in terms of dollar? 90 days the maximum limit. 90 days. I have a dollar, and according to RBI 1949, the maximum days limit on behalf of genuine reason, maximum days limit to hold this note in my purse is maximum 90 days. Maximum 90 days. But after the internationalization of rupee, government provide, especially any citizen have a freedom of resident to hold financial asset liability in terms of rupee. There is no any maximum days limit. When the rupee convert in form of international currency, there is no any maximum days limit to hold, just like 90 days, 120 days, 60 days, or else. Otherwise, this one is also the main plus point for any neighbor country, especially for Nepal, especially for Bhutan. Maximum Nepal citizen job especially depend on India from different sector, just like in industrial, just like in labor intensive work, just like in different cold storage, just like in different security agency also. So non-resident to hold financial asset liability in India, there is no any maximum days limit. This is also increasing to international, convert the rupee in form of international currency. And which one the last reason? Freedom of non-resident to tradable balance in rupee at offshore location. Offshore location means not only from India, also from Bangladesh to Nepal, also from Bhutan to Myanmar. This one is also the plus point. Freedom for non-resident to tradable balance. Tradable balance means payment of payment in terms of rupee in case of export and import. In case of export and import, in terms of rupee at offshore location. Offshore location means from out of India, just like Bangladesh to Nepal, Bhutan to Sri Lanka, etc. These are the main reason to increase, to convert the rupee in form of international currency. Okay. Is there any question, any doubt, any query? Freedom for non-resident to hold financial assets, liabilities. Financial assets. What are the financial assets? Financial, just like in terms of any investment, just like in terms of any security, FII, just like in terms of any investment more than 10%. You know very well about FII is convert into FDI when any person take more than 10% share of any individual company, any company. Okay. So there is a freedom, and also there is no any single foundation to hold the currency through 90 days, 60 days, more than 120 days, and no any single foundation. That's why other country citizen, for example, Nepal or Bhutan or Myanmar, citizen increase to hold rupee in transaction of financial assets or different liabilities. Different liabilities, just like in case of any payment in terms of export and import, as parallel same as dollar, Okay. At present, we learn 86% export import Indian invoices in terms of dollar. That's not good for Indian economy. Or dear online student, any question, query?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, why after 1960 we started trading in dollar?
Why after just a minute. This one. Next point.
Yes, sir.
Why after 1916 we starting?
We started trading in dollar.
Wait, just a minute. Yeah. We know very well that nearby 1960, even rupee was accepted as a legal tender, especially in the different countries. But there are the terms we know. You know about FERA and FEMA. You know about FERA and FEMA?
No, sir.
This one is Foreign Exchange Regulating Act. This one is Foreign Exchange Management Act. FEMA works after the new economic policy 1990s, and FEMA is especially active in 2003. But before 2003, Indian economy works under the rules and condition of FERA, Foreign Exchange Regulating Act. As per the Foreign Exchange Regulating Act, the condition at present in 1958, in 1960, in basis, especially at present second 5-year plan, totally based on industrialization. And industrialization is at present condition, India is not able to fund money from our pocket. After independent, you know very well what the condition of India. First 5-year plan is totally based on agriculture. Doesn't matter when government take decision to second 5-year plan is based on industrialization. And that case, India needs money from foreign investor to settle. Perfect example is Bhilai steel plant. Bhilai steel plant totally settled on behalf of foreign investment, by different countries, just like Russia, just like US. India need liquidity. To fulfill our second 5-year plan aim, which is totally based on development of industrialization. That's why Foreign Exchange Regulating Act moves to depend on foreign currencies, especially on dollar. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Because of second 5-year plan is totally depend on industrialization, and third 5-year plan is totally based on development of different agriculture, industrial and irrigation facility. But according to second 5-year plan model based on PC Mahalanobis, you know about PC Mahalanobis. That's why Indian government need to extra money in terms of FDI, in terms of FII. That's why there are certain changes in Foreign Exchange Regulating Act, or Indian economy demanded more dollar in terms of FDI, FII. or so many different channels. And now today conditions, 86% of invoice in terms of dollar in case of export and import. But at the different policies, just like Atmanirbhar Bharat is a perfect example that to show the main motive of Indian government to minimize the target of invoice in terms of dollar from 86% to below under 50%, 40%, 10%, 30%. But I think from 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 10 year, this is not possible. This takes a long time. Next slide. Benefit of internationalization of rupee. What's the benefit of internationalization of rupee? We learn mainly 3 benefits. First one for Indian economy. This slide is totally affected or based on Indian economy. What the main benefit for Indian economy to industrialization of rupee? First one is reduce foreign exchange reserve requirement. Reduce foreign exchange reserve requirement. This one is the main problem of RBI or Indian government. At present, you know, our foreign exchange reserve, how much our foreign exchange reserve? How much our foreign exchange reserve? At present, approximate 573 point something US billion dollar in terms of billion, 573 something. But this is not the fixed amount. Day by day, this is the terms of variable. It is a variable amount. Today 573, tomorrow is 571, day after tomorrow 570. Or foreign exchange reserve in terms of in 573, we have approx 535 US billion dollar in terms of financial assets, 46 approx in terms of gold reserve, in terms of SDR reserve, SDR special drawing rights, gold reserve, etc. Financial assets approximate 535 US billion dollar. In terms of gold reserve and SDR approximate $46 billion. But this is not a fixed value. This is not a fixed value. This topic based on current affair. Before your 3 or 4 or 5 days of exam, please must recheck this value. Otherwise, आपका नुकसान हो जाएगा. ये आप समझिएगा. ये variable है. This value is variable. For day by day, this value is variable. According to different circumstances in Europe market, UK, there are so many reasons. That's why Indian government, or this one is also main reason, because of more than 80% transaction in terms of dollar. That's why our foreign exchange reserve condition is not so good at present in comparison of other countries' condition, just like in comparison of Bangladesh, especially in condition of Bangladesh. You know, the GDP growth rate of Bangladesh is better than Indian economy. GDP growth rate of Bangladesh is better than an economy. RBI, according to 1st of Feb budget allowances by Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, the estimated growth rate of Indian economy of upcoming financial year is approx 7%, nearby 7%. But different international organizations, just like IMF, just like World Bank, range the Indian GDP growth rate value approximate 5.5%, approximate 6%, 6.5%. That's not good sign for any economy, especially Indian economy, especially in Indian economy. Then first main benefit for Indian economy to convert the rupee in terms of international currency, reduce foreign exchange reserve requirement. First one is reduce foreign exchange reserve requirement. Second one is reduce the imposed cost of forex on economy by interest rate differential. What's the meaning of cost of forex? Cost of forex means the difference of one currency to different currency. Just like at present, $1 US equal to how many rupees? Approximate 80 rupees. 80 rupees. So this one is the example of cost of forex. Cost of forex means if we need a payment in terms of dollar, then the cost of dollar is $1 US is 80 rupees. And the cost of forex is the difference between two currencies. Difference between two currency is the cost of forex. So it reduced to impose the cost of forex on the economy by interest rate differential. Interest rate means the difference of between two currency, especially in terms of Indian currency to Pakistan currency, approximate 3 times. Approximate 3 times means if 100 Indian rupee equal to approximate 333 point something. 333 point something Pakistani currency. Pakistani currency. So if Pakistan need Indian rupee for any payment, for any export import case, then Pakistan pay extra 3 times extra payment for Indian government to receive Indian rupee as a form of international currency. So this one is the difference. This is also known as interest rate differential, IRD. In short, IRD. This is the difference. This interest is called cost of forex. Cost of forex. In there are some students, there is a little bit confusion. Sir, is interest is same as a cost? Interest is same as a cost. Yes, why not? In cost analysis chapter, we learn there are mainly 3 types of cost: money cost, real cost, and opportunity cost. Money cost, real cost, and opportunity cost. Okay. Money cost, especially in case of money cost are mainly 2 types. Money cost are mainly 2 types: explicit cost and implicit cost. What is explicit cost? Where the person is not owner of input and pays something for using them. Where the person is not owner of input and pays something for using them. And what the example of explicit cost? Salary of labor, salary of employees. Salary of employees. Second one is interest on loan. This one is the perfect example of explicit cost. Interest on loan is the perfect example of explicit cost, because of just like there is a person, Mr. A. Mr. A taken loan from SBI bank. Mr. A is not the owner of that amount. Is not the owner of that amount. That's why he pay interest against the principal amount. So interest is the perfect example of explicit cost. What is explicit cost? Explicit cost where the person is not owner of input and pays something for using them. That's why interest rate differentiation is also known as cost of forex. Okay, clear? Next slide. Poverty and shared prosperity. Poverty and shared prosperity. This one is our second news. Poverty and shared prosperity. World Bank recently released the Poverty and Shared Prosperity report. So what's the impact of poverty and shared prosperity? What's the impact of COVID? What's the impact of Ukraine war, especially on Indian economy? Just see in our next slide. But please tell me, what is the difference between the internationalization of currency and providing financial assets, providing financial assistance in terms of rupee? What the difference of these two lines? Is internationalization of rupee is the another way of providing financial assistance in terms of rupee? If these two sentences are same, क्या रुपए को अंतरराष्ट्रीय मुद्रा बनाने के रूप में हम ये कह सकते हैं कि रुपए को हम वित्तीय सहायता के फाइनेंशियल एसेट्स के फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस के फॉर्म में प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं? इज दैट राइट और रॉन्ग? Interaction means yes.
This video is created for how you should respond to parent queries. Below are the list of repetitive queries that teacher face from the parents. If the parent inquires about
this message for me. Hello. What the difference between financial assistance and internationalization of currency, according to you? Yes.
So it will be given in dollars, no? So there is no rise in the Indian rupee. But when we talk about internationalization of Indian rupee, then as a whole in global aspect, we are increasing the value of rupee as compared to dollar. Suppose $1 is 80 rupees. But when we talk about internationalization of rupee, maybe that value of dollar will reduce to 30 rupees or 40 rupees or whatsoever.
Due to increase in case of demand of rupee. Okay. Financial assistance, the main motive of financial assistance is interest. Interest is the main motive. Okay. But when you convert rupee in form of international currency, these are the main reason. First one is reduce foreign exchange, foreign currency requirement in our foreign exchange reserve in terms of dollar. This one the first headache of RBI, especially RBI. Key to reduce the demand of foreign currency just like dollar in terms of approximate 86% invoice used in terms of dollar in export and import. Second one is to reduce cost of forex. According to you, difference between two currency. Those are the main two reasons. Otherwise, financial assistance, there is a single motive of financial assistance is interest. Okay. So IMF, World Bank, there are the how many organizations under World Bank working? How many organization comes under World Bank? You know? Anyone from online? How many organizations? What the difference between World Bank and World Bank Group? What the difference between World Bank and World Bank Group? Anyone from online? Okay, let's see. World Bank and World Bank Group. You know very well in 1944, Bretton Woods Conference decided to make a group of country the main object for financial assistance and minimize to clear the disputes between two countries. These are the main motive after the World War 1944, Second World War. So in 1945, on recommendation of approximate 50 to 58 current countries, twins organizations founded. First one is IMF, second one is IBRD. IBRD full form International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. But IBRD with IDA known as World Bank and IDA plus IFC plus MEGA plus ICSID known as World Bank Group. This is the main difference between World Bank and World Bank Group. Two organizations work under World Bank and total 5 work under World Bank Group. Or point should be noted, India is not the member of ICSID. So, come on a topic in the news, Poverty and Shared Prosperity 2022. World Bank recently released the Poverty and Shared Prosperity report. What the condition of India? Just see what the condition of India. Key finding report. First one, this is the major reason, pandemic. Pandemic increased the global extreme poverty rate to an estimate 9.3% in 2022 in comparison of 8.4% in 2019. This is the start impact of pandemic in global economy from 8.4% to 9.3%. Extent of poverty. First one is the key finding of the World Bank report on poverty. Second one is extent of poverty. Extent of poverty means in 2019, nearly half of the world population, approximate 40%, lived in poverty. Half of the world lives in poverty, approximate 47% lives in poverty, according to World Bank report. Uneven economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. This one is also the main causes. This one is also the main causes. The richest economies have recovered from the pandemic at a much faster pace than the low and middle economy. Low economy and middle economy, perfect example is African country. Perfect example is African country. Though African country, mainly Kenya, Ethiopia, Togo, Benin, Ghana, Zambia, Nigeria, Congo, Botswana, those are the different African country, is not perform as better as richer country, especially US, England, France, Italy. So that's why IMF introduced the terms RFI, rapid RFI. First one is RFI and second one is RCF, rapid credit facility for those country, especially for African country, especially for Pakistan, Bangladesh, Dhaka, which comes under low and middle income economy. Okay, so RCF, rapid credit facility. This questions also seen in the UPSC CSC prelims 2022. RCF and RFI. Okay, questions, especially RCF and RFI related to which organization? World Bank, SCO, BRICS, IMF. Right answer is IMF. RCF and RFI facility introduced by IMF. Okay. Then this is the key finding of World Bank report on poverty. The pandemic increased the global economy, especially poverty rate, especially from 8.4% to 9.3%. Second one is extent of poverty, approximate 47% of population lives in poverty line. Even uneven economic growth means richest country just like France, Norway, Denmark recover better than the poor country just like African country or different Asian country, especially Southeast Asian country. Then India related to finding. What the impact on India? According to World Bank report, increase in poverty as per data from the CMIE. As per data from the CMIE, the number of people living in poverty increased 56 million in 2020. 56 million in 2020. Or now, this is shocking news. Almost 80% of the 70 million people globally pushed into poverty during the COVID were in India. 80%. और हम iPhone के नीचे बात नहीं करते. Almost 80% of the total 70 million people globally pushed into poverty during COVID were in India. So this one is the major impact as per the finding report of World Bank in case of poverty, 80%. This data also helpful for you in second paper in terms of essay or different questions. Okay, and answer writing. Absence of recent data. What the fault of government? Just see. Absence of recent data for India severely limited the measurement of poverty in South Asia. This statement of World Bank arise the question on Indian government or so many Southeast country. Absence of recent data, especially for India, severely limited the measurement of poverty in South Asia. There is no any recent data provided by government. What the responsibility of government? What the responsibility of government? How much government active to sort out this problem? of poverty, there have been no official estimates. There have been no official estimate. बहुत ही ये थोड़ा सा shameful भी लग रहा है. There have been no official estimate of poverty available since 2011, which based on the data of NSSO, National Sample Survey Organization. After 2011, there is no any clear data provided by government, especially also in 2019 or 2020, governments stopped to show data regarding poverty, regarding unemployment, and so many different negative points for Indian economy. So absence of recent data, I think this word is not correct. Absence of recent data is not correct. I think there is some decision that's not show, not publish the data between the country, between the global form of Indian poverty line or Indian unemployment rate. I think this one is the right sentence. To government not like to publish the data between global form or between World Bank. So absence of data, I don't think this is the right sentence, but World Bank show in our finding what the condition of India. First one is poverty line increases by 56 million in 2020. At present, Indian government accepted that 61 CR people lived in below poverty line. 61 CR people lives in below poverty line at present condition. And in very first class, we discuss about SDG, Sustainable Development Growth. The first target of SDG. What the first target of SDG? Anyone from online? Yes,
No poverty.
right. First target of SDG is no poverty. But how can it possible when only India were 80% of total 70 million people globally pushed into poverty during the COVID were in India? Yeah, or there is no any data, there is no any recent data provided by especially NSSO, National Sample Survey Organizations after the 2011. Okay, this shows the responsibility, this shows the how much government active in case of poverty, in case of unemployment, in case of different facility just like sanitation, drinking water, or so many different things. Okay, this class is also important for you in case of essay writing. So every line, every statement is important for you. Don't miss, or if you have any doubt, any question in any paragraph, from any paragraph or any line, please discuss with me. So from next slide. Just see list of central government scheme. List of central government scheme for poverty alleviation. Poverty alleviation. First one, in health and nutrition section. In health and nutrition section. Online student also focus my word. I think there is font is too much small. In health and nutrition section, Ayushman Bharat. First one is Ayushman Bharat. You know about Ayushman Bharat. According to Ayushman Bharat, especially I know very well, Haryana government provide 5 lakh rupees as a financial assistance in case of just like Ayushman card for health. For in case of health insurance, 5 lakh. The value of that card is 5 lakh rupees, which comes under Ayushman Bharat. Universal health coverage. Universal health coverage. This scheme is especially for those person who comes under below poverty line. Who comes under below poverty line. Ayushman Bharat were not able to manage payment in case of health section, in case of nutrition section. Health and nutrition, also in case of nutrition section. Second one is Pradhanmantri Yojana for pregnant and lactating mother. Pradhanmantri Matra Bandhana Yojana. Under the Pradhanmantri Matra Bandhana Yojana, government provides 6,000 rupees. 6,000 rupees as assistance for pregnant lady in the duration of pregnancy. 6,000 rupees. So Pradhanmantri Matra Bandhana Yojana is also the perfect example to remove poverty alleviation in case of health and nutrition section. Government provide approximate 6,000 rupees for a pregnant woman during the at the duration of pregnancy. Poshan Abhiyan. Poshan Abhiyan. Government provide food grains, especially wheat, rice, pulses, sugar, especially wheat, rice, pulses, sugar in very minimum price, just like in 2 rupees, 3 rupees. You know about FSP, FVP, fair value price, also known as in your nearby village called quota. वो राशन का दुकान जो कोटा होता है. In terms of economy, this is known as fair value shop, FVS. So Poshan Abhiyan 2.0, according to 2.0, government take a decision to 80 crore people at the time of duration. Government provide directly food grains totally free of cost. Approximate 80 crore people under the Poshan Abhiyan. 80 crore people, government provide directly food grains, especially wheat and rice and pulses. And under the Poshan Abhiyan 2.0. Next one, National Food Security Act 2013 and Public Distribution System. So National Food Security Act and Public Distribution System, there is also the major leakage. There is also major the part of our economy. What the main reason? What the main problem of our economy is? Corruption. Corruption is the main problem. That's why government use public distribution system. This is known as PDS system. This facility allow to person receive directly financial assistance from government in our account. PDS system. That's known as public distribution system. To clear the distribution facility, to clear the distribution data, to clear the poverty, especially those person which comes under the below poverty line, just like BPL card holder, AAY card holder, so many different types of card. But PDS, under the PDS system, public distribution system, government allow to any card holder that receive directly that food grains, that fund rupee in our account, in our door. Just like the perfect example of this PDS scheme is door-to-door scheme in Delhi government. Door-to-door scheme. Ration Aapke Dwar. You heard about this scheme, Ration Aapke Dwar. Ration Aapke Dwar by the CM of Delhi, Kejriwal. Started the scheme Ration Aapke Dwar. This is also the part of PDF scheme, public distribution scheme, to make maximum transparency in terms of distribution of food grains from different shop, from different sector. What the role of Indian government in poverty alleviation, in employment and livelihood? First one is employment and livelihood. First one is Deen Dayal Anantoday Yojana, National Livelihood Mission, NRLM, Deen Dayal Anantoday Yojana. Under the Deen Dayal Anantoday Yojana, government provide financial assistance for making life too much easy against the sheltering, especially provide sheltering facility, especially provide fooding facility for people, make our life too much easy. And what the problem of employment? People, government provide Manrega facility as the example, as the object of self-reliance India. Self-reliance India. What are the main 10 objects of Indian government to make policy? We discussed about in our first class. First one is development of agriculture sector, development of industrial sector, development of foreign trade, development of banking sector, self-reliance, self-respect, development, production of environment, or expansion of education sector. Those are the different main object of Indian government. That's why government make policy. So Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act ensures the employment for rural household. Ensure the employment of rural household. In your village, you see that there are the local villagers work in the ponds, in the nearby roads, streets, and on behalf of daily wages, approximate 250 or 260 rupees per day. These schemes allow people to work minimum 100 days in a year. Minimum 100 days in a year. Nearby in your village panchayat wall, you see 100 दिन का रोजगार मेरा अधिकार. 100 दिन का रोजगार मेरा अधिकार. Slogan comes under Manrega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Second one is social security. Pradhanmantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, skill development program. Under this program, government provides minimum 15,000 rupees for different NGO per person, approximate 15,000 rupees per person provide to improve the skill of different for different candidate, for different person, just like in case of singing, just like in case of knowledge, computer knowledge, just like in case of craft, just like in case of clothing, so many different sections. This Pradhan Mantri Skill Kaushal Vikas Yojana, skill development program, allow NGO to receive 15,000 rupees per person. But this scheme, I think सबसे ज्यादा corruption इस स्कीम में हमें देखने को मिलता है. Anyone from online student and offline student, please share with me who use this type of scheme, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, nearby you, nearby your home, nearby your village. प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना किसी एक भी के द्वारा अगर इस्तेमाल की गई हो, प्लीज, एनी सिंगल पर्सन. Government provide minimum approximate 15,000 rupees to improve your skill per person, 15,000 rupees from the NGO. This scheme, government paid 15,000 rupees by NGO to improve your skill as per your desire, as per your demand. If I think I'm little bit perfect in playing guitar, that's why I joined different NGOs to improve our performance to playing guitar, and government paid him 15,000 rupees approximate, and on behalf of against tuition fees, just like a tuition fees. So what the third point? Social security. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Bima Yojana, life cover of 2 lakh rupees. Life cover of 2 lakh rupees is the perfect example of Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. Life cover of minimum 2 lakh rupees. Especially this scheme for poor person, especially this scheme to remove poverty. Because of people not able, approximate 61 CR people not able to make payment in our health case, in our education, in our good fooding, good clothing. That's why government provide insurance facility in terms of minimum 2 lakh rupees life cover in case of death. Second, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, a risk coverage up to 2 lakh rupees. Suraksha Bima Yojana, risk coverage up to 2 lakh rupees in case of accident, in case of sudden disease, major disease. But Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, life cover policy, this one is risk coverage policy. Insurance market. The main definition of insurance market is totally based on risk. Which kind of risk? There are mainly two types of risk. First one is uncertain risk, second one is certain risk. Certain and uncertain. But insurance market is depend on which kind of risk? Please tell me. Right, uncertain risk. On when I ride a bike, okay, there is a possibility of injury. Then already we wear helmet. Because of accident of bike is a certain risk. Your death is certain or uncertain? Your death is certain or uncertain?
Uncertain.
Your death is certain, but accidental death is uncertain. Death certain, but when? That's the uncertain. That's why the premium of insurance policy is depend upon your age. According to 18 to 25, 26, 40, 50, 70. If you are more than 60 years old, 70 years old, your premium is so high. According to your age. That's why this is the main reason. Because of insurance market is totally depend on uncertain risk. Next, Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Manthan Yojana, social security of unorganized worker. Why government started this type of a scheme, Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Manthan Yojana? Because of at the time of COVID-19, at the first wave of COVID, the labor who was daily wages, daily working, on behalf of daily working, just like in construction side, real estate sector, just like in wholesale market sector, they are facing major problem. The worker who the main source of income is on daily basis. That's why government provide Pradhanmantri Shram Yogi Bandhan Yojana for social security of organized worker who are not based on monthly salary, just like monthly salary, just like a rickshaw wala, just like a different labor in construction work, So in first wave of COVID-19, government started the scheme after the first wave of COVID-19. Government think and started the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Manthan Yojana to secure those people in case of any pandemic, in case of any uncertain thing, just like natural calamity, especially flood, earthquake, as a social responsibility of government. This is the social security to our organized sector called Pradhan Mantri PM Shram Yogi Bandhan Yojana. Next, scheme to overcome impact of COVID-19. Pradhan Mantri to overcome. It means this scheme mainly started after the first wave. Clear? This scheme Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana package for food to ensure health worker, etc. Health worker means especially in case of worldwide, in case of nurses, is health worker, in case of doctor or different category. At the time of COVID-19, government provide Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan package for food, especially approximate 5 kg of weight and certain 5 kg of weight and approximate 8 to 10 kg of the rice, 8 to 10 kg of rice for those workers who take a part at the time of COVID-19 to fight with COVID-19, just like the nurses, just like the different labor, just like the worldwide. And government also provide the insurance assistance, insurance facility for doctor, minimum 50 lakh rupees to doctor in case of death at the time of on duty or doctor affected from any COVID disease. That's why the government provide 50 lakh rupees as the insurance facility. So a scheme to overcome of impact of COVID-19, PM Cares for Children scheme. PM Cares for Children scheme cares of children or orphan children, especially those guardians who are no more due to COVID impact, who are no more in COVID impact. That's why government take care of these children under the PM Cares for Children scheme and provide financial assistance for fooding, for sheltering, for education, for health as a guardian. Next, PM Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, especially micro credit facility for street vendor. Micro credit facility from different scheme, just like perfect example is you know about Mudra Yojana. Mudra Yojana, especially government provide minimum 50,000 rupees loan, minimum 2 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees, or different category. Tarun, Varun, Kishore. There are mainly different kinds of policy. Under this policy, government provides financial assistance in case in kinds of loan. For Atmanirbhar Nidhi, for vendors, government directly provides certain value from different MSMEs, from different NGOs, from different organizations. Also, NABARD play a major role at the time of COVID-19, especially in rural area. NABARD, National Banking for Agriculture and Rural Development. NABARD also plays a major role. So PM Street Vendor Atmanirbhar scheme, especially for providing micro credit facility for street vendor. Street vendor, you know about, especially street food, just like ये momos, ये सब जो लगा रखे हैं, इनका at the time of COVID-19 condition बहुत ज़्यादा disturb हो गया था, बहुत condition disturb था. Next one, some other scheme, affordable housing, Pradhan Mantri Maintain Yojana, housing for all by 2022. This one is the target. सबका घर 2022. Government Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, government provide subsidy approximate 2.5 lakh rupees on the time of buying any house, any flat, etc. Affordable cooking fuel. Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. Subsidized clean cooking fuel to deprived householding. Subsidy on cylinder gas. At present, how much rupees subsidy on cylinder gas approximate? At present, I think at present, no. Previous 2 or 3 or 4 months के लिए बंद हुआ था, but at present I think फिर से restart हो गया है. Approximate 200 or 300 something जो है रुपीज रिफंड होता है डायरेक्टली अकाउंट में. चेक. नहीं, अकॉर्डिंग टू योर मैक्सिमम सिलेंडर लिमिट आपका ईयरली गवर्नमेंट ने बॉन्ड किया हुआ था. मैक्सिमम सिलेंडर लिमिट इज बॉन्ड गवर्नमेंट ने फिक्स कर रखा था अप्रोक्सीमेट 15. बट यूजेज ऑफ सिलेंडर गवर्नमेंट ऑल्सो इस चीज को माइंड करती है. व्हाट द यूजेज ऑफ सिलेंडर, आप यूज किस पर्पज से करोगे. गवर्नमेंट नो वेरी वेल कि जो हाउस वाले जो सिलेंडर है वो कॉमर्शियल पर्पज से भी यूज हो रहे हैं. गवर्नमेंट को इस चीज को पता है. तो सब्सिडी को जो यूटिलाइज कर रहा है स्पेशली डिपेंड अपॉन योर कंजप्शन. व्हाट्स द method? 15 cylinder in a year, 10 cylinder in a year. I think one cylinder is sufficient for 1 month. For 1 month. That's why government provide the maximum limit of cylinder is 15. 12 according to one cylinder 1 month and 3 extra related to joint family. Next slide. What the reason to rise poverty in India? These are the main 4 reasons. First one is limited fiscal capacity and weak delivery system for social security scheme. Limited fiscal capacity. What is the terms fiscal capacity? The terms fiscal capacity, especially the main origin of the word fiscal is fiscal policy. Fiscal policy. What is fiscal policy? From where government get revenue and from where government expend it. The fiscal policy of government is the means by which government adjust our revenue and expenditure. Fiscal policy is the means by which government adjust our revenue and expenditure. What about that means? Taxation policy, public debt policy, policy of deficit financing, public expenditure policy. Those are the main 4 instruments comes under fiscal policy. So limited fiscal capacity. Limited fiscal capacity means limited source of income. Limited maximum possibility of expenditure capacity and weak delivery system for social security scheme. Weak delivery system means in previous slide already we learned that no any accurate data related to poverty, no any accurate estimate after the 2011. So that's why in 2019 COVID, in 2020 COVID, at the time of COVID pandemic, there is no any accurate data. So weak delivery system for social security scheme is also the main causes of poverty in India. Government have no any clear data of poverty line. Approximate 61 CR allowances by government. The person comes under below poverty line, 61 CR. So limited fiscal capacity and weak delivery system is the first reason. Second one is higher level of informality with restrictions benefit of fiscal reform. Yes, right. Higher level of informality is आपको लगता है कि every department do your duty is fully transparent way. क्या आपको लगता है कि सभी विभाग अपनी ड्यूटी को पूरी पारदर्शिता के साथ कर रहे हैं? Wrong. There are higher level of informality. Just like to fulfill our formality. This is the formality of Gram Pradhan to distribution of different food grains, to distribution of different amount for poor people. This is the formality of block development officer. So high level of informality is also the main reason of poverty. Is also the main reason of poverty in India. High level of informality, especially from different department of Indian government or different person who are responsible to distribution of different resources in different sector. Second one is impact of COVID-19. Be clear impact of COVID-19. Lockdown is the major reason. Lockdown at the time of COVID-19, due to lockdown, India faced reason especially face poverty line, more approximate 70 to 80%. At present, 70 to 80% people, they have no any single work to earn minimum part of money at the time of lockdown. I think only government employees receive our salary on time. Only government employees. Okay, that's why government job is always better. Rising food and energy prices. This is also the main cause. Rising food and energy prices means impact of inflation. Impact of inflation. Impact of inflation. Rising food and energy prices. As compared to 2012, as compared to 2014, 2016, at the time of COVID-19, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, this is also the main reason of poverty, rising food prices and energy section. Okay, these are the main four reasons, especially that's why India facing a poverty approximate 80% or 70% of whole world. Approximate one third people who are pure people lives in India. One third. It means from the four, how many people? From the four, how many people? Three. Three people live in India who comes under below poverty line. Next. What's our next topic? The statement. You must receive this PDF from management section. Okay. And this data especially too much helpful for your mains exam. That's why we will not discuss at present time, because this class is especially for current affair, or this data is especially Tendulkar Committee, Rangarajan Committee, Niti Ayog, multidimensional poverty index, baseline, other, especially methodology, especially based on monthly per capita consumption expenditure. This terms is a part of economics. What is monthly per capita consumption expenditure? What the means of this word? Monthly per capita. Matlab, how much ability to expense, on monthly basis, okay. For example, my salary is 100 rupees, but I'm able to expense 70 rupees, and my nature to save 30 rupees in terms of LIC policy or different investment, just like in land. Okay, nature is 70 rupees. What is 70 rupees? 70 rupees is also known as APC, average propensity to consume. It is also known as APC, average propensity to consume. If your income is 100 rupees and your capacity to expense is 70 rupees, then your APC value is 0.7. APC value is 0.7. If your salary is 100 rupees and you save 30 rupees, then your APS value, average propensity to save, is 0.3%. 0.3%. Why? What the basic formula of APC? APC formula is simple. C upon Y. C indicate the consumption and Y income. And what the formula of APS? S upon Y. S upon Y. Okay. Which thing is good for any economy? The value of APC, as much as increases, is better for any economy. That's why monthly per capita consumption expenditure especially provides support to government to analyze the demand and supply of economy at present time, at current time. What the currently demand and supply of an economy? That's why government use monthly per capita consumption expenditure facility to compute it on the daily basis. That's why, for example, in 2011-12, poverty line was estimated 816 rupees per capita month in rural areas and 1000 rupees per capita month in urban areas. It means in rural area, ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में, गांव में, जो एक महीने में in a month 816 rupees per capita month के अकॉर्डिंग वो कंज्यूम कर रहा है, वो पर्सन किसके अंडर आ जाएगा? अंडर द पॉवर्टी लाइन आ जाएगा, 816 rupees. और इन अर्बन एरियाज हाउ मच? 1000 rupees. So finding क्या clear होता है? 21.9% of total population were below the poverty line according to 2011-12. in village area, rural area, how much rupees? 816 rupees. एक ऐसी फैमिली जो इन अ मंथ 816 रुपीज कंज्यूम करती है और इन अर्बन एरिया 1000 रुपीज कंज्यूम करती है, तो उसको हम लोग किस में काउंट करते हैं? उसको हम लोग काउंट करते हैं पॉवर्टी लाइन में। और ये अकॉर्डिंग टू डाटा, ये फैक्ट नहीं है, बट ये डाटा अकॉर्डिंग टू तेंदुलकर कमेटी रिपोर्ट 2009 के अकॉर्डिंग है। ओके, 2009 तेंदुलकर कमेटी के अकॉर्डिंग है। और सेम थिंग रंगराजन कमेटी 2011, the poverty line estimated as per capita expenditure is 1407 in urban areas and 972 in rural areas. Difference of year is especially 2011 and 2014, 3 or 4 year difference especially. So comparison to 11-12, 816 to 972, comparison to 11-12, 1000 to 1407. 1407 difference between the report of Tendulkar committee and Rangarajan committee. What is the meaning of monthly per capita consumption expenditure? Simple thing, एक फैमिली को एक महीने में कितना पैसा लगता है घर चलाने के लिए? That's called monthly per capita consumption expenditure, which explain that what the currently demand and supply of economy, what the currently demand and supply. That's why government use this data to manage, to maintain the poverty line, which we 816 rupees in rural area according to 2011 and 972 according to 2014 Rangarajan committee. Rangarajan, you know about Rangarajan? Rangarajan, sign in your currency, Rangarajan. Next, Niti Ayog report at the finding, with difference of finding between the Tendulkar and Rangarajan committee is 21.9%, 29.5% of total population were below poverty line in 2011. Next one, what the methodology based according to Niti Ayog, based on family health survey 1516, which captures multiple deprivations faced by the household across the 3 macro dimensions of health, including what the 3 macro dimensions, including nutrition, education, and living standard. But at present, I think this one is the main causes. Living standard is the main causes, especially for middle class people. अमीर दिखने की कोशिश करना, अमीर दिखने की कोशिश करना. This one is the main problem of middle class people. अमीर दिखने की कोशिश करना. And so many types of goods, just like there are 2 types of goods, for example, luxurious goods and Babylon goods. What the difference between luxurious goods and Babylon goods? You know, luxurious goods, especially I use perfume, price is 50,000 rupees. But आप स्मेल कंपेयर करके ये क्लियर कर लोगे व्हाट द प्राइस ऑफ परफ्यूम? नो. ओके, माय बॉडी लोशन प्राइस इज अप्रॉक्स 1 लाख रुपीस. आप हैंड टच करके कंपेयर कर लोगे व्हाट द प्राइस ऑफ बॉडी लोशन? नो. दैट्स व्हाई my expenditure on that perfume, that body lotion show my luxurious life. Okay, but when I wear a gold chain, अक्सर आप शादियों में देखिएगा जो मोटा गोल्ड चेन पहनते हैं उनका ये वाला बटन ओपन रहता है. एक्चुअली बहुत प्रॉब्लम है आजकल, क्या बताएं. सो एट प्रेजेंट this luxurious goods comes under Veblen goods. Veblen goods are those goods which are used in case of show off, which are used in case of show off. Veblen goods. So Veblen goods comes under luxurious goods, but Veblen goods are those goods which are used in case of show off, like 2 types of crockery in any home, one for guest, one for host. There are mainly 2 types of crockery in any home. What's your name? ईशा, फैमिली में देखिएगा 2 तरह के कप होते होंगे, एक मेहमानों के लिए और एक घर वालों के लिए. 2 टाइप्स ऑफ क्रॉकरी. जो होस्ट का क्रॉकरी है वो स्पेशली डिफरेंट कलर और डिफरेंट होगा, जो भी सेट डिस्टर्ब हो रखा है उसे यूज कर रहे हैं. बट जो गेस्ट का क्रॉकरी है वो क्या होगा? एक्सीलेंट कंडीशन होगा. और आपके हाउस का सबसे एक्सीलेंट पार्ट कौन सा होगा पता है? योर ड्राइंग रूम. योर ड्राइंग रूम, बिकॉज वहां पर क्या होता है? शो होता है आपका स्टेटस ऑफ लिविंग. सो दिस वन इज द मेजर रीजन. लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ मिडिल क्लास जो है एक बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. बट हाँ, ये एजुकेशन इज नेसेसरी फॉर यू, न्यूट्रिशन इज नेसेसरी फॉर यू, दिस इज द मैसेज फॉर यू. स्पेशली इंडियंस का ये एक फीडबैक है ग्लोबल फॉर्म में। फीडबैक ये है, एट प्रेजेंट इंडियंस एजुकेशन और हेल्थ में उतना एक्सपेंड नहीं कर रहे हैं जितना कि डिफरेंट कंज्यूमेबल गुड्स में कर रहे हैं। जस्ट लाइक हेडफोन, just like a iPod, just like a guard, just like a different mobile, just like a different shoes, different watch, different things, इसमें जितना कंज्यूमेबल्स हो रहा है उतना आप हेल्थ में नहीं कर रहे हो। ये है, आप रेगुलरली अगर मैं मैक्सिमम, नॉट फॉर ऑल, फॉर मैक्सिमम रेगुलरली, आई थिंक देयर इज नो एनी सिंगल स्टूडेंट जो डेली पर डे बेसिस पर उसका फिक्स है कि एट 4 PM मुझे सिंगल एक ग्लास ऑफ जूस मुझे लेना है, ड्रिंक करना है रेगुलर फॉर्म में। Any single student from offline and online? No, that's why the main reason. The finding is 25.01% of India's population as multi-dimensional poor. 25.1%. Not in case, I think not in case of living standard. This one is the major case. Nutrition section and education section. Nutrition and education section. This one is the main reason. At the time of COVID, आप उतना अवेयर नहीं थे हेल्दी फूड के लिए। यू जस्ट ड्रिंक काढ़ा, बूस्टर डोज विच आल्सो नोन एज काढ़ा, in form of medicine, but at the time of COVID you see in the Delhi when liquor shop open for certain time, what the selling purchasing scene at present time, बाप रे क्या सीन था। so this is the main reason, that's why your finding is 25.01% of Indian population. It means 25% people which comes under multi-dimensionally poor, especially in your health and education sector. Next, other committee, Alag committee, Lakdawala committee, those are the committee on poverty allegations. This is a part of your factual database, especially help for your essay. Just come on your next slide. Draft coal logistic policy. Draft coal logistic policy. What is draft coal logistic policy? Recently, the Ministry of Coal has sought feedback on draft coal logistic policy. What is the means of coal logistic? What is the means of coal logistic? Anyone in my class? Transportation of coal. Right answer. From one place, from origin to destination. Yes. Okay. From the next slide, we see what the main means of coal logistic policy. Transportation of coal from origin to destination through single or multimodal mode. Transportation and include storage. Yes, this is the important thing. Coal logistic also includes storage, loading, purpose of delivery of power plant, and steel manufacturing, etc. Steel manufacturing, etc. Okay, not only in transportation, also storage, loading, and purpose of delivery to power plant. This is also comes under coal logistics. What is the meaning of coal logistics? The transportation of coal from origin to destination. In India, which one is the major location to offtake coal? Jharkhand, I think Jharia. Jharia is the place. Jharia is the place in Jharkhand. Right answer. Right answer. So, coal logistic policy, government provide feedback. What the finding according to government? Just see in our next slide. Under the draft of coal logistic policy, what the main objective of draft of logistic policy 2022? First one is to ensure availability of adequate coal evacuations infrastructure. To adequate coal evacuation infrastructure. At present, this one is the major problem of evacuation infrastructure. That's why government invests in terms of infrastructure. In case of evacuation, evacuations means offtake or pull from the mine to ensure availability. What the possible availability at present now to adequate coal evacuation at present infrastructure, but the infrastructure scene of coal mining at present is not so good. Coal related to coal mining, you also see the movie, I think up KGF movie, KGF 1, KGF 2 movie, totally based on coal mining. So ensure to availability of adequate evacuation infrastructure. First one, First one is the main reason of drafting. Second one, to optimize total logistic cost of coal. Total logistic cost of coal means from the origin point to destination, total, in case of storage, in case of loading, unloading, in case of time, distance, everything which comes under logistic cost. Optimize, the main motive is optimize, because of if government optimizing the total cost, then this data will helpful to minimize the costing of coal logistic, to minimize the costing of coal logistic. According to you, what the accurate costing to join this class monthly? What's the accurate costing? अब इस class को offline join कर रहे हैं, what's the accurate costing according to month? Approximate. Costing in terms of different payment, like metro payment, like different payment. How much rupees? 15,000 in a month, 500 a day. So just see practically, that's why government optimize the total logistic cost of coal to make accurate policy related to coal logistic. Okay, that's why the main reason. You don't know about monthly costing regarding transportation. Accurate, what the accurate amount? I think you don't know accurate amount. Okay, that's why government optimize the total logistic cost of coal. Next one, to promote interconnected multimodal network of transport infrastructure and green transport initiative. Greener transport initiative means which are eco-friendly. Okay, a greener transport initiative, just like we say cycle, just like we say battery rickshaw, just like we say electric vehicles, comes under greener transport initiative. And promote the interconnected multimodal means, for example, point A to B, there is the only rail facility, that's why coal transported from railway, and from B to C there is the road facility, that's why from road by road. From C to D there is the facility only facility of just like a river facility from the ship. You know about very well Rhine Nadi is the one of the biggest river in Europe. Rhine Nadi, especially in Germany, after the Second World War, Germany implied maximum tax on the transportation of Rhine Nadi. Rhine Nadi सबसे व्यस्त नदी है जहां पर जाम लग जाते हैं, रश लग जाते हैं जहाजों के जर्मनी में. But India अभी actually main transportation of India is based on road. For example, Myanmar, the main transportation of Myanmar is based on river. You know about Irrawaddy Nadi. Irrawaddy River is the lifeline of Myanmar. Irrawaddy River is the lifeline of Myanmar. So interconnected is the main motive between multimodal network. Next, to promote adaptation of information communication technology, innovation to improve efficiency. Yes, information technology means different rural area. Government provides internet connection, internet facility by different broadband wiring or different fiber wiring. According to you, मेरे हिसाब से मेरे विलेज में, स्पेशली यूपी में, फाइबर वायरिंग का कनेक्शन जो है काफी तेजी से वर्क कर रहा है. यू आर फ्रॉम विच स्टेट? यूपी में आपके यहाँ पर भी ऐसा है? इंटरनेट कनेक्शन बहुत स्ट्रांग हो रहा है विलेज टू विलेज रूरल एरिया में. बट दिस टॉपिक इज मेनली बेस्ड ऑन कोल. So especially Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh or different state or rural area, government trying to make a strong internet connection. Next, to promote inclusivity by addressing the needs of logistics supply and user side. To promote inclusivity by addressing the needs of logistics supply and user side, it means government want to promote and export, especially production of coal is not only based on domestic industries demand, is also based on foreign, because of our country import maximum coal, approximate 50 to 60% coal imported from different countries. Yeah, this is also the main big reason. That's why government draft the coal logistic policy 2022 because of inclusivity by addressing the needs of logistics supply. What the major priority waste sector, just like NTPC use lots of coal. NTPC especially main जो है हमारा NTPC ही है जो coal को consume करता है, सबसे ज़्यादा NTPC ही है. Those are the main objective to drafting the coal logistic policy according to government. And what are the needs of logistic policy? First one, enhance coal evacuation infrastructure. First one, enhance coal evacuation infrastructure. Government need to enhance coal evacuation. Second one, reduce freight cost to improve overall cost competitiveness. Freight cost means different transporting, right? Reduce freight cost to improve overall coal competitiveness. If freight cost reduces, then the price of coal is also reduces. Then we export coal and is also helpful for competitiveness between different countries, just like China or so many. Bring investment in India as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Yes. What the main purpose of logistic policy? Government bring investment in India in different sector. Government need to investment in different coal mining sector from foreign investor, just like in case of FII or FDI. Especially government का जो motive है वो FI FDI के form में है. Especially government moves to FDI in case of coal logistic policy to find or bring the different investor from the part of India, especially to initiate or to fulfill our motive Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme. This is also the main reason. That's the issue between the Nitin Gadkari and Elon Musk related to Tesla. You know about the Tesla case? Tesla car का जो केस है आपको पता है नहीं पता है? नितिन गडकरी ने सिंगल मैसेज थ्रो किया, प्लीज आप टेस्ला कंपनी का कंपनी एक इंडिया में लाइए, इंडिया में आप लोकेट करिए और इंडिया में ही कार को मैन्युफैक्चर करें. दैट्स व्हाई हम अलाउ कर देंगे, अदरवाइज टैक्स लायबिलिटी इज जस्ट डबल. तो एलन मस्क राइज क्वेश्चन, व्हाट अबाउट रोल्स रॉयस? व्हाट अबाउट रोल्स रॉयस? रोल्स रॉयस क्या इंडिया में बनता है? नो, इंडिया में नहीं बनता है. देन व्हाई इंडिविजुअल फॉर्म ऑफ कंडीशन केवल मेरे ऊपर क्यों लगाया जा रहा है? दैट्स नॉट फेयर, दैट्स नॉट फेयर. दैट्स व्हाई दोज आर द फॉलोइंग सर्कमस्टेंसेस जिसका लॉस डायरेक्टली कहीं ना कहीं पर पराग को भी पड़ा था. यू नो पराग, ट्विटर सीईओ पराग पर. तो माइंडसेट था उस टाइम एलन मस्क बहुत डिस्टर्ब था. नेक्स्ट, अचीव डोमेस्टिक कोल प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी 1500 million tons per annum by 2030. Current financial budget, government announced that to achieve the capacity of coal is 15 to 19 million tons. 19 million tons per annum by 2030. This one is the main target of government. That's why government draft the coal logistic policy. Those are the main 4 reasons. First one is enhance and coal evacuation. Second one is freight to reduce freight cost. Achieve the coal production approximate 1900 million tons per annum by 2030 and bring investor, especially investment in terms of FDI in different coal sector. Okay, those are the main 4 reasons. Next, overall coal aviation by different mode. In front of you, the main role played by the coal logistic policy is by Indian Railway. Approximate 46 to 50%. I think more than 50%. Second one is by road, approximate 25 to 30%. Third one is MGR. What the meaning of MGR? Merry-go-round system. आप nearby city में आपने देखा होगा, there are certain railway tracks which are connected to only individual industries and only industries or any company. That's called merry-go-round, a closed circuit dedicated to rail transportation system between the production and consumption point. Okay, production and consumption point, just like in case of NTPC, right? NTPC is the right answer. Next, by ropeway 0%, by roadway 0%, by belt 5%, other 1%. So this data is also important for you as a multi-statement based question. The coal logistic policy used the transportation of roadway 0%, 0%, 0% by roadway, maximum by railway, more than 50% or approximate 50% by road. Second one is by road. Third one is MGR facility, then belt facility and other facility. Yeah. Belt facility means according to, just like this is the coal mine, this one is a coal mine, and nearby, for example, person to person local transportation, nearby use of the coal, consumption of coal, just like the wholesale or dealer, just like I am the wholesale of coal, okay, and I purchase directly from the mines approximate 500-ton coal, and from individual transportation or means I relocate the same amount of coal from different location. Belt means person to person connected, okay. But this is only the 5%, I think less than 5%, 2% or 3% at present now. This is the data approximate before COVID 2020. This data especially belongs to 2020. Okay, at present I think less than 2% or 3%, 5%. Next, but don't miss the MGR facility, merry-go-round system. UPSC का एक nature है. UPSC also believe that glossary based question. आप previous year PT exam को आप एक बार observe करिएगा. 17 to 20 question are mainly based on one word based question. One word based question, just like the terms merry-go-round system. Regarding to merry-go-round system, given the following which statements are true. Maximum students don't know about merry-go-round system. What is merry-go-round system? So, for statement clear honge, this is system is transportation between the production and the consumption. So, glossary based आपका जो preparation है वो बहुत strong होना चाहिए, बहुत strong होना चाहिए. Next one. What the main challenges of coal evacuation? What the main challenges? First one is lack of investment in logistic infrastructure. That's why government need investor. Government want investor. First one is lack of investment. Coal में investment कोई नहीं करना चाहता, क्योंकि coal production is depend upon totally. This is a natural process. Natural means किसी को नहीं पता कितना coal है, कितना diamond है, किसी को भी नहीं पता. कोल का एक एक्सपेक्टेड टारगेट लेके चलते हैं, और एक्सपेक्टेड टारगेट जो होता है वो अनसर्टेन होता है. दैट्स व्हाई गवर्नमेंट को लैक ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट. इट मींस गवर्नमेंट के पास में शॉर्टेज रहता है हमेशा इन्वेस्टर का इन कोल सेक्टर. और दोज पीपल हु आर लोकली बिलोंग्स टू झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़, उनको वो माइंडसेट है ये चीज का, हमें और जाना कहाँ है. That's why those people make a cartel. You know what cartel? Cartel is a group of few members who want to make command on price, production, and different things. This is known as cartel. And this is a perfect example of the movie KGF, cartel. Some people want to make full command on price, production, labor charges, or any other things. This is known as cartel. Okay. So, lack of investment in logistic infrastructure. Second one is non-availability of wagon and congestion of rail network. Wagon, you know very well about wagon. Okay. Congestion means maximum possibility of rails, but at present from 2 or 3 years, government work on that problem. For example, provide a parallel lane for cargo. Parallel lane to transport the cargo, especially for coal or different vegetables or different merchandise, etc. Non-availability of wagon and congestions on rail network is also the main reason. Second one, limited coal transportation by alternate transportation model. Yes, right. 50% transportation is depend on railway. This is also the main reason. Second one, limited logistic planning in multimodal transportation. Yes, limited logistic planning. What's the other option? Other option is road only. What's the other option? We have not sufficient by river facility. By river, this is not the Myanmar, this is not the Europe, this is not the Rhine Nadi. Because of हमें रिवर का यूज इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में भी करना होता है। प्रॉब्लम है कि रिवर का यूज हम ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में कैसे करें। हमारी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपेंडेंसी जो है अभी बहुत ज्यादा जो है वो डिपेंड करती है कि जस्ट लाइक इन केस ऑफ डैम, दैट्स व्हाई गवर्नमेंट नहीं कर सकता कंप्लीट फ्लो। So limited logistic planning in multimodal transportation is also the main reason. Second, higher coal logistic cost owing to inherence the characteristic. Yes, higher coal logistic cost. Coal का जो price, the price of coal is as similar as the costing of alcohol or liquor. The maximum production cost of liquor is, I think, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 15 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees. Okay, and the final MRP is 500, 600, 1000, 12,000. It means more than 10 times. Same conditions follow in coal. The total evacuate costing of coal from the mining is maximum, for example, 5 rupees. But the total logistic cost of coal is the main reason. That's why the price of coal is increases regularly. The main reason is logistic cost, not the main reason is mining. Mining is the secondary matter. Main problem is logistic cost. That's why government drafting the logistic bill 2022 in November month. This information is based on November month. Okay. Next one is अब ये especially initiative to take and improve coal logistic. Government provide freight operation information system, freight operation information system, FOIS, freight operation information system. It helps to monitor movement of freight trains, which also calculate freight and other charges. But this, I think this is not sufficient for coal logistic policy because of information is not the final result. Information आपके पास सब कुछ है, but आपके पास resource नहीं है. But if you have not a sufficient resources, if you are not sufficient wagon, sufficient train, तो information का क्या करेंगे? ये भी है. But freight operation information system FOIS, which help to monitor movement of freight train, which is related to coal logistic problem. Okay. Second one is the Center for Railway Information System, CRIS, offer freight business data integration for FOIS that can be used by customer for integration with their internal MIS network. Or that's why you see the investment of Adani in railway infrastructure, because this is the main possibility. Logistic problem in India, not in form of coal, in different section, logistic problem is the main reason. That's why the every price of goods is increases too much high. For example, कोई भी चीज है from the Kerala हमारे पास पहुंच रहा है, from the Nagaland हमारे पास आ रहा है, from the Gujarat, from the Kashmir आ रहा है. तो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट जो मेन रीजन है प्राइस हाइक होने का, और दैट्स व्हाई अडानी पॉइंट आउट दिस थिंग्स, और उसने छूटते ही ब्लाइंडली उसने क्या किया, इन्वेस्ट किया अडानी ने. और गवर्नमेंट आल्सो प्रोवाइड ऑफर फ्राइट बिजनेस डाटा इंटीग्रेशन. गवर्नमेंट अपने से भी जितना सपोर्ट होगा वो प्रोवाइड करेगा, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट ऑलरेडी नीड्स इन्वेस्टर इन केस ऑफ कोल लॉजिस्टिक. गवर्नमेंट तो पहले से ही मेनली स्टैंड कर रहा है कि somebody who want to invest in coal logistic come and invest. गवर्नमेंट चाह रहा है, but in also in different section, government in different section, just like in transportation of vegetables. Yes, in transportation of vegetables for farmer, welfare of farmer. एक ट्रेन का नाम है, माइंड में क्लिक नहीं हो रहा. गवर्नमेंट ने प्रोवाइड किया फैसिलिटी जस्ट लाइक फ्रेश वेजिटेबल इन केस ऑफ टोमेटो और दोस थिंग. मैक्सिमम पॉसिबिलिटी कितना दूर तक उसको सेल किया जा सकता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ रेलवे. जो चीज स्पेशली फ्रेश होती है, विच आर कम्स अंडर वेरी शॉर्ट टर्म मार्केट, मैक्सिमम कितनी पॉसिबिलिटी से दूर तक हम कंज्यूम कर सकते हैं, सेल कर सकते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई गवर्नमेंट यूज द इनिशिएटिव कॉल्ड पीएम गति शक्ति प्लान. The plan which holistically look the intervention required to be taken for reduction of logistic cost for coal evacuation, and thus leads to efficiency gains in coal sector. Not only in coal evacuation, also in different section. Not only in coal evacuation, also in different section. Okay, but according to this topic, PM Gati Shakti scheme used to reduction the cost that leads to efficiency of gain in coal sector. You know about Gati Shakti, PM Gati Shakti scheme, प्रगति की गति भारत की शक्ति. कुछ जानकारी है इसके बारे में आपको? PM Gati Shakti, something. PM Gati Shakti is mainly based on which kind of transportation? Railway. Right answer? Is right or wrong? PM Gati Shakti, railway. Oh, sorry. Looking smart, railway. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. PM Gati Shakti is not only depend on railway, it is also depend on different transportation module. Gati Shakti master plan. First one, improve roadway capacity to be increased. Okay. That's why government made golden quadrilateral. You know about golden quadrilateral. Government makes different highways. Government makes different tunnel in hills area in Himachal, or to strong the connectivity through road. Yeah. Second one, these are the initiative comes under Gati Shakti. Railways transportation cargo capacity to be increased 1600 tons by financial year 2025. This is the main object of PM Gati Shakti. Okay. Important data for you. 2025, this one is the main target, 1600 tons. 1600 tons in terms of coal, especially in terms of coal logistic, right? Next, renewable capacity to be increased to 225 gigawatts by financial 22, especially government based on solar energy, electric vehicle, or any other fuels. Especially governments make solar grid nearby Karnataka or Tamil Nadu nearby. Solar grid also in Gujarat. That's why government moves to solar power to reduce carbon emission. To reduce carbon emission as per the commitment of Manmohan Singh in 2005 at the United Nations meeting. That's why renewable capacity to be increased to 5 GW by financial year 25. Next, around 200 new airports, helicopters and water air drones envisaged. अब देखिए 200 एयरपोर्ट अभी करेंटली 1st of Feb में आपने ये सुना होगा 50 new airports. Government provide 50 new airports. So under the PM Gati Shakti plan, total 200 new airports is the plan. कि 200 न्यू एयरपोर्ट्स हमें बनाने हैं. नियर बाई हिसार में एक एयरपोर्ट है, नियर बाई आपका ये एक्सप्रेस वे पे एयरपोर्ट है. दोज आर परफेक्ट टू एग्जांपल. So 200 new airports which help to provide in case of logistic, or especially in case of logistic of different things just like coal or other things. Transmission network to be increased by 454,200 circuit kilometer. That's good. ट्रांसमिशन बिकॉज ऑफ, ये आप अक्सर देखते होंगे कनेक्शन को, कनेक्टिविटी को लेकर के. ट्रांसमिशन नेटवर्क इज आल्सो यूज. अगर कनेक्टिविटी नहीं होगा इंफॉर्मेशन और नेट फैसिलिटी और डिफरेंट ट्रांसमिशन फैसिलिटी, तो जो मेन लॉजिस्टिक फैसिलिटी है दैट्स नॉट वर्क प्रॉपरली. वो फुल एफिशिएंसी से वर्क नहीं कर पाएगा, किसी भी कीमत पे फुल एफिशिएंसी से वर्क नहीं कर पाएगा. 4G कनेक्टिविटी for villages by financial year 22, around 20 new mega food park also. So PM Gati Shakti, under the PM Gati Shakti plan, 20 new food mega parks. अगर ये क्वेश्चन स्टेटमेंट बेस आपके सामने आ जाए, अकॉर्डिंग टू PM Gati Shakti plan given the following which statements are false, तो आप छूटते इसको false टिक कर देंगे कि Gati Shakti is not related to food mega park, but this is also the initiative of PM Gati Shakti plan. Okay, 4G network, but in urban area, government trials already tried to 5G network, but this one is target financial year 2022 4G network. But I think village area में everything लगभग 4G network आ ही गया है सभी जगह. कहाँ से? तो ऑलरेडी वो है बिटवीन फ्रांस एंड इंग्लैंड. बिल्कुल. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन लॉजिस्टिक गति शक्ति. गति मींस स्पीड, स्पीड मींस ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. बट आ सकती है, ही सिंह आ सकती है, ये ही सिंह आ सकती है, ये है. तो स्पेशली ट्रांसपोर्टेशन फ्रॉम दुबई डिफरेंट थिंग, बहुत हमारे लिए क्या हो जाएगा, कॉस्ट से कम हो जाएगा काफी हद तक, क्योंकि जो कॉस्टिंग फ्लाइट का है वो बहुत ज्यादा पड़ जाता है हमें, ये तो दैट्स व्हाई ये गुड, ये बहुत बेहतर है इंडिया के लिए, बट दिस वन इज द मेन गति शक्ति मास्टर प्लान इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. ओके, क्लियर. नेक्स्ट, वन नेशन वन फर्टिलाइजर्स. वन नेशन वन फर्टिलाइजर्स. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, वन नेशन वन फर्टिलाइजर्स. ONOF. ONOF. What the means of one nation one fertilizers? Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer launched the Pradhanmantri Bharatiya Jan Urvarak Pariyojana named One Nation One Fertilizers. Or you know what the short form of this scheme? PM BJP. PM BJP. प्रधानमंत्री भारतीय जन, एक मिनट, जन उर्वरक is the same word, P for Pariyojana. P for Pariyojana. In short form, PM BJP. This one is known as One Nation One Fertilizer scheme. Okay. What the main motive of this scheme? Suggest motive is only because of the main reason farmer is a sector. Farmer maximum, the main problem in farmer is lack of awareness and illiteracy, right? Lack of awareness and illiteracy. So many different DAP and urea companies, so many different DAP and urea companies, I think cheat with farmer in from the name of different brand. This is too much fruitful for your field. This one less fruitful for your field. This is perfect seeds. This is not perfect seed. So farmers totally confused. Farmer confused hai. Which one is better and which one is not better? Due to lack of awareness also, the main reason is illiteracy. Farmer totally confused hai. Ki which DAP is better, which seeds are better or not. That's why government use one nation, one fertilizer. One nation, one fertilizer. It means what? It means this scheme aims to marketing fertilizer in the country under the Bharat brand. Under the Bharat brand. Just see here, under the Bharat brand. On the packaging, the printing ratio is 1/3 show the brand and 2/3 show the information regarding urea, regarding material. 1/3 show the brand name, Bharat brand. So this scheme aims at marketing fertilizers in the country under the Bharat brand name. Why? Under this scheme, all subsidized soil nutrition. You know very well, urea khad government provides subsidy. Government provides subsidy from different method. But in this scheme, under this scheme, government provide subsidies, especially urea, DAP, and MOP, especially NPK, will be marketed under the single brand Bharat. तो ये डायरेक्टली गवर्नमेंट के लिए भी बहुत इजी हो जाएगा. डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सब्सिडी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, गवर्नमेंट की प्रॉब्लम क्या होती थी पहले, गवर्नमेंट को डिफरेंट थिंग्स पे, जस्ट लाइक फॉर डीएपी अदर थिंग, फॉर यूरिया अदर थिंग, गवर्नमेंट को सब्सिडी का क्राइटेरिया डिफरेंट लेके चलना होता था. बट एट प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट यूज सिंगल ब्रांड नेम सब्सिडी भारत. सब्सिडी विच कम्स अंडर द ब्रांड नेम भारत, सिंगल टर्म्स. व्हाई? अभी देखते हैं. द यूनिफॉर्म डिजाइन ऑफ बैग्स अक्रॉस द कंट्री विल नाउ मेंशन देम भारत यूरिया, Bharat DAP, Bharat MOP, Bharat NPK, and so on. The ratio of printing is 1/3 upon the tag name and 2/3 upon the material, what the quality of material, regarding material. Then what the plan, previously what the government plan used in the case of subsidy, in especially for DAP and urea, just see. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये स्लाइड देख लेते हैं, इसके बाद हम डिस्कस करेंगे रेशनल बिहाइंड द स्कीम. रेशनल बिहाइंड द स्कीम, व्हाट आर द मेन रेशनल बिहाइंड द स्कीम? फर्स्ट वन इज इंश्योर अफोर्डेबल क्वालिटी ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर ऑफ भारत ब्रांड फार्मर. फर्स्ट वन इज क्वालिटी, टू इंश्योर क्वालिटी. फर्स्ट वन इज. सेकंड वन इज रिड्यूस द कॉस्ट ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर, रिड्यूस द कॉस्ट ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर. थर्ड वन इज अवॉइड कंफ्यूजन ड्यू टू मल्टीपल ब्रांड. This one is better, which one is better, this one is better. Third one is, fourth one is, put an end to the misconceptions among the farmer that a certain brand of fertilizer is better than other. Yes, ये होता है, दैट्स अ थिंग. सपोज ही इज अ फार्मर, आई ऑल्सो, अब मैं लेके आ रहा हूँ एक्स ब्रांड, ये लेके आ रहे हैं वाई ब्रांड. मैंने कहा नो नो नो, दिस ब्रांड इज टू मच बेटर देन योर. आप कंफ्यूज हो गए, मैं ये यूज करूँ कि ये यूज करूँ. तो मिसकंसेप्शन जो हमारा रहता है इज ऑल्सो द मेन रीजन. तो इसको हमें क्या करना है, टोटली एंड करना है. रिड्यूस ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सब्सिडी estimated to be over 6,000 crore per year. तो गवर्नमेंट का ये भी एक मोटिव है टू रिड्यूस ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सब्सिडी. दिस इज आल्सो द मेन मोटिव ऑफ गवर्नमेंट. दैट्स व्हाई गवर्नमेंट यूज ONOF facility, one nation one fertilizer. Transportation subsidy because of from different to transport the same DAP urea to different blocks to different villages. The transporting cost were by government and approximate 6,000 crore estimate as per data 2022, 6,000 crore rupees. Okay, those are the main rationales behind the scheme. One nation, one is fertilizer. And what are the previously subsidy of different sector based on nutrient based subsidy NBS scheme. This scheme was introduced in 2010, is continuation of erstwhile concession scheme in 1992. It means it replaced the concession scheme 1992. Okay. Or this scheme provides subsidy for DAP. Subsidy for DAP. Under this scheme, the criteria of subsidy for DAP is totally depend on NBS. But subsidy on urea, USS. This thing other. NBS provides subsidy on DAP. Subsidy is released directly to fertilizer company. Released directly to fertilizer company at approved rate based on inter-ministry committee recommendation. So previously problem जो create होता था कि direct different companies को subsidy provide करना. For example, in the market there are 10 different companies. अब गवर्नमेंट के साथ क्या है, different कंपनी को सब्सिडीज प्रोवाइड करना. दिस इज द मेजर प्रॉब्लम. दैट्स व्हाई गवर्नमेंट यूज वन नेशन वन फर्टिलाइजर. गवर्नमेंट एक कॉमन पोर्टल बना रहा है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अगर आपको सब्सिडी का प्रॉफिट लेना है, दैट्स व्हाई अपने आप को आपको रजिस्टर्ड करना होगा, तभी जाकर के आपको सब्सिडी मिल पाएगा. बीइंग अ यूरिया एंड डीएपी कंपनी. ओके. Second one is urea subsidy scheme. Urea subsidy scheme, it is a central scheme which under which urea is provided to the farmer. Central sector scheme. The rate of subsidy is decided on annual basis. Rate of subsidy is decided on annual basis. This line is important for you. Is not depend on 5-year plan or Niti Aayog policy. This is decided on annual basis. From March 2018. A new direct benefit transfer DBT system was introduced. From when? From March 2018. A new direct benefit transfer system introduced wherein only upon the sale getting registered on the e-Urvarak platform can a company claim subsidy. Just right, I'm talking about this. If any company want to claim subsidy, that's why this is the major responsibility of company कि क्या करे अपने आप को getting registered on the e-Urvarak platform. There is a platform provided by government called e-Urvarak platform. इससे गवर्नमेंट को इजी गोइंग हो क्लियर हो जाएगा कि सब्सिडी आखिर इंडिया में 6,000 करोड़ समथिंग ट्रांसपोर्टेशन पे क्लेम कर रहे हैं. तो ये हमारा सही इन्वेस्टमेंट है भी कि नहीं. दैट्स द मेन रीजन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इफ एनी कंपनी वांट टू क्लेम सब्सिडी, गेटिंग रजिस्टर्ड ऑन द ई-Urvarak प्लेटफॉर्म. दिस इज द रिस्पांसिबिलिटी आफ्टर 2018 न्यू डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफर. अमंग्स देम यूरिया इज द मोस्ट प्रोड्यूस्ड इंडिया में. Amongst them, urea is most produced 86% and also the most consumed 74% and also the most imported 52%. At present, you know, approximate 52 to 55%. That's the scene of urea. In the world, maximum fertilizer जो use करता है वो इंडिया करता है. That's why you see that अभी nearby few month or year organic farm और ऑर्गेनिक फार्मेसी बेस्ड प्रोडक्ट आर टू मच कॉस्टली फॉर यू. देखिए, एक सेम राइस इज नॉर्मल और ऑर्गेनिक. तो ऑर्गेनिक राइस का जो प्राइस होगा वो क्या होगा, आपको ज्यादा होगा. बिकॉज ऑफ एक माइंडसेट हो गया इंडियन फार्मर का कि मैक्सिमम प्रोडक्टिविटी को लेकर के क्वालिटी डजंट मैटर। प्रोडक्टिविटी इंक्रीज करने को लेकर के यूजेस, रेगुलर यूजेस ऑफ डीएपी, यूरिया, okay, that's why India is amongst them the most produced country 86%, most consumed 74% and most important 52%. ये सीन है इंडिया का रिगार्डिंग यूरिया, स्पेशली दिस डाटा इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू। नेक्स्ट वन, क्लियर? ओके, टुडे आवर क्लास मैक्सिमम थ्योरी बेस्ड, दैट्स व्हाई इंफॉर्मेशन ज्यादा है। और सेम इंफॉर्मेशन, क्योंकि जब मैं क्लास को मॉड्यूल करता हूँ, ये माइंडसेट रहता है कि दिस करंट अफेयर क्लास नॉट ओनली फॉर पीटी क्लास के लिए फ्रूटफुल रहे, ऑल्सो फॉर योर मेंस, ऑल्सो फॉर योर इंटरव्यू। इन दैट केस इन योर इंटरव्यू एग्जामिनर जो कहीं ना कहीं पर एग्रीकल्चर सेक्शन से, किसी भी सेक्शन से रिलेटेड है, और उसका एक ये एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि रिलेटेड नियर बाई इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास हो, सो दिस क्लास इज ऑल्सो हेल्पफुल फॉर यू फॉर योर इंटरव्यू ऑल्सो। Issues in fertilizer sector in India. First one is high fiscal burden. High fiscal burden. Previously, you already know what is the meaning of fiscal burden. High fiscal burden. Why? Fertilizers account for large fiscal subsidy about 0.73 lakh crore to 0.5% of GDP. No. At present, 1.75 lakh crore. At present 1.75 lakh crore. 1.75 lakh crore. At present, approximate government provide fertilizers account for large fiscal subsidies in terms of 1.75 lakh crore. On already we have discussed about 60,000 crore about transportation, in terms of transportation. The second highest after food subsidy. It is the second highest after food subsidy. Okay, food subsidy. Food subsidy, approximate government purchase the wheat, for example, 18 rupees per kg. FCI, Food Corporation of India, purchase 18 rupees per kg. Then what the transportation cost of from the mandi to warehousing, varying by FCI. Then storage costing, okay, security costing from different season or security purpose. Then transportation costing to provide different state in different prices, just like for ration fair value shops. Okay, so 18 rupees plus transportation cost plus warehousing cost plus security plus again transportation cost for those shops. Then after government provide you maximum 3 or 4 rupees per kg. So approximate 85% subsidy government provide you in case of rice and wheat, 70 to 85% subsidy. In the case of farmer protest, maximum farmers का ये mindset था for MSP, कि government is not clear overseen regarding MSP, but you don't know about the criteria of government subsidy and provide you in case of fair value shops. More than 80 to 85% subsidy government provide in terms of approximate 1.7 lakh crore in fertilizer. And already this one is the second highest. First one is food subsidy. और food subsidy, maximum food subsidy के लिए लाइन में कौन सा रश लगता होगा, स्टैंड करता होगा, बताइए? Village area, rural area, especially village area, rural area, poor section mainly belongs to a small farmer or a poor person, etc. Right? Next, import dependency of fertilizer sector. India consume 55. Let's focus on this statement. India consume 55% million metric ton of fertilizer annually, of which nearly 30% imported. 30% imported. 55% of fertilizers annually, in which nearly 30% imported. At present, ये updated data है. Import dependency को भी government को decrease करना है. That's why government use one nation, one fertilizers. Next, over regulation. Over regulation means highly regulated. Due to highly regulated, after Economic Survey 2016 highlighted that the fertilizer sector is highly regulated and only a small proportion of the small and the marginal farmer are benefited. It means जो मैक्सिमम स्मॉल फार्मर है उनके पास ये बेनिफिशियल है, वो क्या हो रहा है, बहुत ही लिमिटेड पहुंच रहा है. बट जो मार्जिनल फार्मर है उनके पास सफिशिएंट हो रहा है. सो स्मॉल फार्मर इज मेनली बेनिफिटेड नहीं हो पा रहे हैं ड्यू टू ओवर रेगुलेशन. The word subsidy used especially for fertilizer. In terms of fertilizer, the word subsidy used especially for a small farmer, okay, who are not able to pay complete payment of DAP, urea. Next one, limitation of private sector. Limitation of private sector means with the ONOF scheme, the bar on branding will effectively deprive the fertilizers maker on the ability to differentiation the product and retain the market shares, surviving a deterrent to private presence in the sector, especially when our fertilizers comes under the single brand, Bharat brand, then there is no any the price scene of price differentiation. For example, this one the brand A 1300, this one brand B 1100, brand C 900. तो यहाँ पर कहीं ना कहीं पर लिमिटेशंस ऑफ प्राइवेट सेक्टर का एक सीन क्लियर होगा. जो प्राइवेट सेक्टर स्पेशली वेराई करता है फ्रॉम डिफरेंट क्वालिटी टू डिफरेंट ब्रांड, अट्रैक्ट करता है कंज्यूमर को. दैट्स व्हाई द वन नेशन वन फर्टिलाइजर स्कीम, द मेन मोटिव ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. गवर्नमेंट को इस चीज को क्या करना है, लिमिटेशन में एक दायरे में लाना है, लिमिटेशन में लाना है. गवर्नमेंट को ओवर रेगुलेशन को ठीक करना है, कंट्रोल करना है. इंपोर्ट डिपेंडेंसी ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर्स गवर्नमेंट को क्या करना है, मिनिमाइज करना है. मिनिमाइज हाईली फिस्कल बर्डन क्या करना है, लो करना है. दैट्स व्हाई गवर्नमेंट यूज ONOF scheme. ONOF scheme. Is there any question, query of this slide? Any single question, query? Same, all India. Single product, same price. One nation, one fertilizer. One nation, one fertilizer. For example, Bharat urea. If you want urea, this one is the Bharat urea. Okay. DAP, Bharat DAP. Bharat MOP, Bharat NPK. Single. That's why रीजन क्या है, जो एक फार्मर का सीन रहता था ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस, फार्मर कंफ्यूज रहता था विच वन इज बेटर नॉट. प्राइवेट कंपनी हारिश करती थी और टू मैक्सिमाइज देयर प्रॉफिट, प्राइवेट कंपनी. दैट्स व्हाई गवर्नमेंट यूज दैट स्कीम, वन नेशन वन फार्मर. आई थिंक एक एक्सीलेंट ये एफर्ट है गवर्नमेंट का, एक एक्सीलेंट एफर्ट है गवर्नमेंट का. बिकॉज ऑफ यू नो वेरी वेल व्हाट अबाउट द रीजन ऑफ प्राइस हाइक और लो, बट फार्मर्स के सीन में क्लियर नहीं. ओके, नेक्स्ट. Way forward, what the main reason to way forward? Just a minute. First one is, ये थोड़ा सा मैंने क्या किया है, according to me, this way forward according to my opinion. First one is adjust inflation. According to my opinion. Why? If farmer facing inflation condition, high price of different food items, high price of different necessity goods, just like in case of medicine, education, transportation, that's why farmer not capable to pay complete payment in case of fertilizers. That's why government use the system of subsidy in ONOF scheme or different scheme. So if government adjusts inflation as per Dr. Urjit Patel, nearby 4% plus minus 2. This is the ideal condition recommended by Dr. Urjit Patel. 4% plus minus 2, or adjust inflation as a favorable condition to farmer. That's why the subsidy program is too much beneficial for farmer. Otherwise, maximum subsidy amount how much? 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 300 rupees. But same amount वो फार्मर किसी अदर मोटिव में, लाइक द मोटिव ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, मेडिसिन, एजुकेशन में एक्सपेंस कर रहा है, तो दैट व्हाट द प्रॉफिट ऑफ दो सब्सिडी इन फर्टिलाइजर्स. So first thing is adjust inflation. Second thing is integrated plant nutrition management bill 2022 wants to big amendment. Major amendment की डिमांड क्रिएट कर रहा है इंटीग्रेटेड प्लांट न्यूट्रिशन मैनेजमेंट बिल 2022. तो अमेंडमेंट सीन, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एक सिंगल व्यू आप देखिएगा इसको अपना सेल्फ से. What is the IPNM bill plan, especially what the needs according to amendment, especially in case of ऐसे इस तरह के डाउट्स क्रिएट होते हैं आपके सामने. whereas आपको individual opinion create करनी पड़ती है. What's your opinion regarding amendment? Next, awareness among farmers. Awareness among farmers means especially maximum farming in our India is just like a traditional way. Traditional way means from summer this crop, from winter this crop, from summer this crop, this pattern, same pattern, same crop, same pattern. That's why France is known as the city of farmer, the country of farmer. France, किसानों का देश फ्रांस कहलाता है, not India, because of lack of awareness among the farmer due to traditional farming pattern. Next, direct benefit transfer. Yes, DBT. DBT means no any between the government and farmer, no any other platform, any other person. Just like अभी 3 bills government introduced, 3 farm bills. Government ये चाहती थी जो mediator है, remove the mediator, which are just like a broker in the mandi, just like a आड़त, in Hindi आड़त कहते हैं उसे. So government want to remove the broker between the consumer, between the buyer and farmer. In 3 farm bills, government wants to remove the broker or any mediator between the farmer to buyer. ये गवर्नमेंट का मेन मोटिव था. तो डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफर मींस इफ देयर इज एनी सिंगल सब्सिडी, एनी सिंगल फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट from any government policy, government need wants to directly transfer to same person by through the account or through other facility. Okay, according to me, those are the 4 main effective effort if government follow this on this, especially inflation. In case of inflation, in case of awareness of farmer, different scheme आप देखिए. मन की बात, प्रधानमंत्री especially take a session of मन की बात में especially focus on farmers problem, especially communicate with the problems on farmer, or especially gender based problem. Those are the initiative or efforts provided by government. Just see today our last topic, commitment to reduce inequality index. Commitment to reduce inequality index, CRI. What is the meaning of CRI? Commitment to reduce inequality index. India up 6 places for reducing inequality, rank 123 globally. 6 places के बाद भी हम लोग 100 के above ही रहते हैं, 100 के above. Inequality means according to this picture, आपको show हो रहा होगा what the meaning of inequality. For example, 10 people in a country, only 2 people hold 80% of worth of all country and 8 people else other worth, part of the worth. 10 लाख रुपए, 10 lakh rupees हैं, only 2% 8 lakh rupees ले रखे हैं और 8% 2 lakh. This is the major sign of inequality. India ranked 123 in 161 for reducing inequality, improving by 6 places. It means our previous rank is 129. So at present, India 123 rank for reducing the inequality. The 2022 CRI, Commitment to Reduce Inequality Index, look at the government policies and action in 161 countries to fight inequalities during the first 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is also main reason, COVID-19 pandemic. The main at the time of COVID-19 pandemic, कहते हैं ना कि जो कहीं ना कहीं पर जो खराब समय, that the time of COVID-19, so many different sector, just like a medicine, different medicine sector, और different आपदा को अवसर में बदलना. Yes, same sentence, आपदा को अवसर में बदलना. It means जो उस at time natural calamities को opportunity में change कर दिया आपने. Natural remedies, especially health section. For example, what the price of different sanitizer, price of mask, price of different medicine at the time of calamities. So inequality at the time of COVID-19, you just see the income of other Poonawala. What the income increases other Poonawala. You know about other Poonawala? Other Poonawala. Yes, right. Vaccine wale. Serum Institute of India. SII. So index is prepared by Oxfam International and Development Finance. At present, what the rank of India is 123. At present, rank of India is 123. Okay. ये दो ज्यादा शॉर्ट न्यूज, अब एक दो तीन शॉर्ट न्यूज है, हम जल्दी से देख लेते हैं. पोस्टल इंडेक्स नंबर और पिन गोल्डन जुबली 15 अगस्त को हमारा अभी हुआ था. गोल्डन जुबली मीन्स हाउ मेनी ईयर? गोल्डन जुबली मीन्स 50 ईयर. 50 years of PIN code commemorated. PIN code, also known as zip code or area code, is a post office numbering. It was first introduced in 15 of August 1972. It is a 6-digit code. 6-digit code. For example, 110092. For example, this will be the zip code. Okay. What the meaning of the first digit? First digit located city, code, area, what? Just like in MICR code in bottom line of checkbook. Okay, below the check. That's why इसीलिए इस टॉपिक को यहाँ पे लाया. पोस्टल इंडेक्स नंबर का गोल्डन जुबली. This is not the important information for you. But what about PIN? Just see. It's a 6-digit code to each digit denoting the particular meaning. First one is reason in India. Okay. First one is reason in India. Second one is sub-reason in India. Don't want to write now. You also get PDF from management or direct from me. Okay. Third one is shorting district. And last three one is post office. Just like a checkbook MICR code. Especially, for example, in any case of delivery, company asks you, please tell me your PIN code. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You say, this is my PIN code. PIN code indicates your location, accurate form. For example, last three code show your post office. Take post office where? First, second point, sub-regional of India, region of India in terms of postal department of India. For example, banking is work on regional base, not the state or city or district base. Banking work on regional base. Same thing is for post office. Your city located in which region in India? Which is the sub-region in India? Okay, region in India. What is the sub-region in India? And what the shorting district and post office? This is the pattern of post office department. And same thing, maximum as parallel as banking. That's why they're the post regional officer in banking. ARM, assistant regional manager. ARM in post, especially in SBI or different banking sector, because of banking work on a regional basis information. Okay. Next slide. Mission lifestyle for environment. Lifestyle for environment mission, especially introduced by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Mission, in short, mission life. What the purpose of mission life? It introduced in the nearby Statue of Unity at Kevadia, Gujarat, to protect the environment. What the main motive? Especially just see start date December 21, 2022, and last date January 10, 2021. How many days? 21, December 31. Okay, 31 and next 10. So 21 to 31, 11, 21, 31, 11 and 10. Okay. So what the main motive of the mission life? What the main motive? Just see. Mission Life is an India-led global mass movement which aims to nudge individual or collective action to protect and preserve the environment. Individual or collective action. Our PM Narendra Modi also introduced same scheme at the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, COP26 meeting. On COP26 meeting, at Glasgow. So this is the first, in the first phase, this is the 21 days challenge. 21 days challenge. Why? From 21st of December to 10th of January. From 21st of December to 10th of January. That's why it is also known as 21st day challenge. Objective to mobilize at least 1 billion Indians and other global citizens to take individual and collective action for protecting and preserving the environment at the period of 2022 to 2027. Last meeting, Montreal meeting in Canada, USA, COP27. The main motive is, first of all, to save 30% world. Then after else, main target rakha gaya. First of all, save 30% world, part of world. But according to our Prime Minister, this is the motive to participate minimum 1 billion Indians and other global citizens to take the individual collection or action to protecting, preserving the environment in the period of 2022 to 2027. Okay. Within the India, at least 80% of the villages and urban local bodies are aimed to become the environment friendly by 2028. Is it possible? Is it possible? Approximately 80% of villages and urban local bodies are aimed to become environment friendly by 2028. Is it possible? सिंगल टाइम में बस अगर आप गूगल करते हैं पॉल्यूशन में टॉप 100 सिटी इन द वर्ल्ड, more than 50 city कहाँ के होंगे? More than 50 city from India. More than 50 city. AQI, air quality index में maximum city from India. But okay, कोशिश है, that's good, और हम participate करेंगे, हम effort करेंगे to achieve this motive, achieve this target, at least 80% of villages. जब बड़ा सोचेंगे तभी कुछ कर भी पाएंगे, ये अंतर है. Just see what the list of action. First one is real life में आप इस चीज को कहीं ना कहीं पर ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, देखिएगा. फर्स्ट वन इज एनर्जी सेव. एनर्जी सेव, यूज ऑफ एलईडी बल्ब्स from the 100 watt bulb for different bulbs. We are be practical to use of LED bulb, right? Use of public transport maximum. Delhi metro is a perfect example. Use of public transport, point number 1. That's the perfect example of energy save. Second one, water save, using drip irrigation system and creating rainwater harvesting infrastructure, especially from south state, rain harvesting, especially in Tamil Nadu. 15 actions such as using drip irrigation facility. Irrigation means in case of farming, creating rainwater harvesting infrastructure. Next, third one, single use of plastic reduce, using cloth bag for shopping. आप देखते हैं नियर बाई काउंटर ऑफ बिग बाजार और डिफरेंट सेल कि ऑल्सो अपने घर से अपना बैग साथ लेके आइए. और बैन, टोटली बैन ऑफ प्लास्टिक को कंप्लीटली बैन किया जा रहा है. 11 एक्शन सच एज यूजिंग क्लोथ बैग फॉर शॉपिंग ऑफ फॉर बम्बू टूथब्रशेस एटसेट्रा. नेक्स्ट वन इज सस्टेनेबल फूड सिस्टम अडॉप्टेड, स्पेशली 6 actions such as compost, food waste at home prefer to locally available and seasonable food. Yes, food waste is also the main problem in Indian economy. So especially sustainable food system adopted. How much you need, उतना ही आप अपने आप को सर्व करें. That's why government also trying to use the penalty in case of food wastes. Sorry, इस पर एक मीटिंग हो रहा है कि फूड वेस्टेज पर एक पेनल्टी लेविड किया जाए, जस्ट लाइक इन यूरोपियन कंट्री एज पर दैट सेम. वेस्ट रिड्यूस स्वच्छता एक्शन. 11 एक्शन सच एज डोनेट ओल्ड क्लोथ, बुक्स, रिपेयर, रीयूज एंड रिसाइकिल ओल्ड फर्नीचर एटसेट्रा. ओल्ड क्लोथ, बुक्स और फर्नीचर और प्लास्टिक, those are comes under recycle chain. So that's why government use and minimize the waste product. Okay, next, health and lifestyle. Plant trees, reduce to pollution impact, practice natural or organic farming etc. From previous 3 to 4 years there is a major आप देखते हैं news, organic farming is also the perfect startup way. Next, e-waste reduced, using rechargeable lithium cells to repair and use the electronic devices etc. It is also the main effect. So this is the main list of action according to our Prime Minister. और I think so इसे आप रियल लाइफ में महसूस भी करते होंगे. Directly or directly, what are the main changes? Just see, ये है. First thing, impact of behavioral change. First one, switching off the car, scooter, engine at a traffic light. If your red light, off your car. Switch off your car. Railway crossing can save up to 20.5 billion kilowatt hour of energy. First thing is that. Railway crossing nearby red light, जो एक behavior है, तो switch off the car, approximate 25.5 billion kWh of energy save कर रहा है. Second one, water. Turning off the running tap when not active use in the safe. Nearby railway station or public place पर जैसे ही हम देखते हैं. That's our awareness to turning off the same facility. Up to 9 trillion liters of water. Save 9 trillion liters of water. Third one, using a cloth bag instead of a plastic, just like a polythene bag while shopping can save up to 375 million tons of solid waste. 375 million tons. While on banning of use of plastic or different polythenes, okay, instead use of bags. Actually, today we are friendly with our cloth bags. At the time of marketing, discarding non-functioning gadget in the nearest e-recycle unit can recycle up to 0.7 million tons of e-waste. E-waste, you know about, just like a desktop or different electronic materials. E-waste is the main problem of Mexico and USA. E-waste. E-waste is the major problem of Mexico. Next one, composting waste food at home and save up to 15 million tons of food from going to landfills. So food wastage ko awareness, that's the awareness regarding food wastage. That's why composting of food wastage at home can save up to 15 billion tons of food, 15 billion tons of food from going to landfill. That's the other matter. But at present, the current rank of World Hunger Index of India is above 100. 106. Okay, above 100. Above 100. Hunger Index above 100. Okay. जितना भी नेगेटिव इंपैक्ट है, हम नियर बाई 100 अबव 100 पर हैं. दैट्स द थिंग्स. ओके, चलिए. क्लाइमेट ट्रांसपोर्टेशन रिपोर्ट CTR स्मॉल मैक्सिमम 5 to 10 minutes और आपका हम लेंगे. CTR provides a concise overview on the state climate performance on G20. Single things. सीधे आज ही come to the main paragraph. India lost 5.4% of its gross domestic product in the service, manufacturing, agriculture and construction section due to extreme heat in 2021. Due to extreme heat in 2021. Climate transparency report, global form, the expectation in the case of report, be transparent. Be transparent. G20 members are responsible for around 3/4 of global emission. 6 G20, including India, did not sign the global methane pledge. India did not sign the global methane plus. That this is not good for India. आप global methane plus पे sign ही नहीं कर रहे. It means it clears your intention. What's your intention? What's your intention? Why are you not signing the global methane pledge? In G20 summit, 6 G20 members, including India, did not sign. Also 6 members. I think in under 6 members, I think China is also. Yeah. Why didn't sign? Because India is totally labor-based in the industry, labor-based or industrial work. We are not a white-collar job-based company. We are not a service economy, but we are a industry-based economy, labor-intensive country, India especially. Or in labor-intensive country, why it is not possible to India sign on this type of agreement, this type of plus? Impossible. Practically, जो pollution का limitation है, उससे 20 times, 50 times extra release कर रही हैं different industries. But everything is possible अगर आपके पास आसपास corruption चल रहा है, और ये completely clear है. That's why so many reasons. अभी इंडिया को जो maximum production का जो self dependency चाहिए, the main reason self-reliant India, आत्मनिर्भर भारत. That's why at present condition India capable नहीं है to sign this type of pledge or agreement. Because of India needs to improve our productivity in different sector and minimize our dependency on import in different things, also in coal or different section, fooding, clothes, everything, to minimize the dependency on import. That's why India capable नहीं this type of pledge में sign कर सके. This is the main reason. So CTR report, India didn't sign. 5.4% loss at the time of 2021 heats, clear. Also, this is also natural reason. Hindu Kush, Karakoram, Himalayan experience reduced snowfall and glacial retreat. This is the main reason of temperature, global warming, temperature changes in 2021. Another 5.4% is the major part. 5.4% means in 100 rupees, 5 rupees. In 100 rupees, 5 rupees loss approximate due to extreme heat at the time of 2021. Finally, last news. Last news. Blue flag beaches. Globally recognized international eco-label blue flag has been accorded to two new beaches. First one is this one is the Mini Koi. This one is the Mini Koi. And Kadmar Beach, both in Lakshadweep. But this one is the peak of Mini Koi. Both beach are in Lakshadweep. Receive blue flag. Blue flag, what the tag of blue flag? Blue flag is based on especially 4 or 5 things, especially security point of view, especially cleanness, so many things. Just see in our next slide. Blue flag tag or blue flag certification especially depend upon award is based on compliance to 4 main category. First one is environmental education and information. Second one is water quality. Third one is environmental management. Fourth one is safety and services. Safety and services. These are the main 4 reason that any beach, that's why any beach receives the blue flag certificate. Certification is awarded by from Denmark-based non-profit foundation called Environmental Education or FEE. FEE, in short, FEE. The mission of blue flag is to promote sustainability in the tourism sector. But the important thing in this slide, the blue flag especially award especially based on certification, especially based on these 4 things: environmental and education information, water quality, environmental management, and safety of service. These are the main important things regarding this information, this news. Blue flag. Safety and services, the common thing. Water quality, the common thing. But environmental education information and environmental management, इसको आपको माइंड में सेट करना है, ये 2 चीजें. बाकी तो आप कर सकते हैं, डजंट मैटर, बाकी कर सकते हैं. तो एट प्रेजेंट दीज आर आवर करेंटली लोकेशन ऑफ ब्लू फ्लैग इन इंडिया. Blue flag facility. First one is Shivrajpur, Dwarka, Gujarat. Second one is First one is Shivrajpur. Second one is Google. Third one is Padubidri. Okay, Karnataka. Kappad, Kerala. Kovalam Beach. Radhanagar. Rashikund. Golden. Eden Beach. But this is not the updated pic. At present, totally 12 beaches registered under blue flag. Certificate, taken certificate. Which one? This one. This one, total. First one is Shivrajpur, Gujarat. Google. Second one is Bhogev, Maharashtra. Miramar Beach. Kodumbari. Bangram Beach. Ye latest. This one is the latest. Kappad Beach. Golden Beach. Rashikonda Beach, Radhanagar Beach, Eden Beach, and Kovalam Beach. Especially, these are currently beach who received the blue flag certification. Okay. So, ये हमारा आज का क्लास है. थोड़ा slow, लेकिन हाँ, important fact के basis पर to target also your mains exam and interview. If you have any question and carry any doubt, आप discuss कर सकते हैं किसी भी topic को, किसी भी point को लेकर के. किसी भी टॉपिक और पॉइंट को लेकर के आप डिस्कस कर सकते हैं. सेम स्लाइड आप रिसीव कर लें फ्रॉम द मैनेजमेंट सेक्शन. ओके, एनी क्वेश्चन, क्वेरी, डाउट? यस, फोकस क्यों देना चाह रहे हैं? Green energy को और green environment को promote करेंगे. Because India is also facing the population problem. Okay, population problem. We have not a sufficient place. हम agriculture पे focus करें कि हम urbanization पे focus करें. Okay, that's why India के सामने जो problem है population का, India also need electricity. as parallel as population increases, right? But there are limited natural resources, not just like a Nepal. Nepal, world largest natural resources of produce electricity. You know, Nepal, world largest natural resources अगर कहीं पर है, the country is Nepal. और वो यूज करता है टोटल नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज का 1.5% समथिंग. बट इंडिया हैव नॉट नेचुरल सफिशिएंट नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज, or due to lack of increasing regular increase of population, okay, increasing urbanization, we have not sufficient place to use such type of especially facility, just like a river transportation and other because of excessive consumption of electricity, or there is only single way to produce electricity through the NTPC, or second way is solar. Okay, solar. But solar energy is totally based on sunlight. So this is not a last decision. This is not a last point to produce electricity. This is not a last effort of government. Hydrogen fuel, you know about hydrogen fuel? Hydrogen fuel is also just like a second option or third option against the crude oil, just like a petrol and diesel. Electric vehicle, different type companies, electric vehicle, government promote electric vehicle. That's why government makes so many tunnels in hills areas to for electric vehicle to perform well in the hills areas. That's why government makes so many tunnels in hill areas. Reason is that population is main. Or so in short, question हो जाए, their online student and offline. In short, question हो जाए. Approximate how much coal imported by Indian government? How much percent of coal imported by Indian government? In total, 53 out of 30%. 30%. Okay, 30%. According to World Bank report, please tell me something. The condition, the finding of the World Bank report, the condition of poverty in India in comparison of global, how much percentage of poverty?
80%.
Right. 80% is the right answer. 80% is the right answer. Please give me 3 sufficient reasons why Indian government want to convert rupee as an international currency. Please give me 3 sufficient reasons. To reduce the demand dependency on foreign currency, first thing, right? Second, cost of interest, right? Second thing, last,
To reduce the effect of external shocks.
right, to reduce the effect of external shocks. Perfect example of external shocks, the case of Lehman Brothers banks in 2007, USA, Lehman Brothers bank case. Okay, external shocks. To reduce the effect of external shocks is the right answer. Please tell me 4 effective lines regarding one nation, one fertilizer. It is under Bharat brand, first thing. Okay, right. Second thing. To focus to reduce the import or to reduce the subsidies and to limitation. Okay, last question in our last topic, nationalization of rupee. Okay, one nation, one farmer. Okay, blue flag. Okay, CRI report. Okay, and other things of our today class. Yes. Next one. Please tell me something about what the main role of government at the time of pandemic to remove from the poverty and to improve the growth rate of our economy as per your today class content. Please give me one line, one sentence. Please give me in one sentence, right? Introduction to different government schemes. In case of health or section, nutrition section, which one? In case of health and nutrition section, which one? Online, which one? Online student. In case of health,
आयुष्मान भारत.
Right. Ayushman Bharat, health. Right.
पोषण अभियान.
Poshan Abhiyan comes under nutrition facility. In health, Ayushman Bharat is the right answer. Okay. Next one, in case of employment, right? Manrega, government improve the payment capacity of Manrega, right? And also improve the participation of women from 10% improving from 55, approximate 55% participation of women in Manrega, 55%. Next, and in education facility, and in favor of organized sector labor.
Shram Yogyan.
Right answer. Right answer. Right answer. Right answer. Okay. So thank you all of you very much. अब मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में.
सर
Yes.
सर एक क्वेश्चन था इकोनॉमिक्स का.
Yes.
सर बहुत सारे कंपनीज के टैग में लिखा होता है ISO 9001 रेशियो 2008. वो क्या होता है?
Especially ISO is these types of tax show the especially quality, especially commitment of any company, but at present those tax maximum tax जो है वो convert हो रहे हैं BIS से. मैक्सिमम आपने BIS वर्ड अभी सिर्फ और सिर्फ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सेक्शन में सुना होगा, राइट? BIS 6 कार, you know very well. BIS 4 is banned in Delhi or different cities. BIS 6, ISO, ISI, those are shows the commitment of company, commitment of delivery, especially not in case of domestic, in case of foreign export also. Because of, for example, अगर for example मेरा एक बूस्टर डोज, फॉर एग्जांपल एक हॉर्लिक्स, जस्ट लाइक अ हॉर्लिक्स, इस तरह का सप्लीमेंट बनाने का मेरा एक कंपनी है और मैं कमिटमेंट करता हूं कि 87% समथिंग मैं प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूं प्रोटीन, बट फॉरेन एक्सपोर्ट में मैं प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूं 46%, 50% प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूं. दैट्स व्हाई सेम कमिटमेंट हमारे इंडिया को, इंडिया की मार्केट को, इंडिया के ट्रेड को इफेक्ट करेगा कोई भी इंडिविजुअल कंपनी अगर अपना कमिटमेंट फुलफिल नहीं करता है. और ऐसा एक बार देखने को मिला था एक डोमेस्टिक कंपनी में, इन केस ऑफ लेदर क्वालिटी, ये देखने को मिला था इन रूस, इटली में एक केस किया गया था और लेदर क्वालिटी को लेकर के. तो कुछ चीजें कमिटमेंट होती है कंपनी की जो रजिस्टर्ड की जाती हैं, रजिस्टर्ड होती हैं, स्पेशली यू नो अबाउट फिक्की और डिफरेंट फाइनेंशियल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जहां पर रजिस्टर्ड होती हैं और जिसके लिए वो क्या रहती हैं, रिस्पॉन्सिबल रहती हैं कि उसे फुलफिल करेंगी. और अभी इस पर जस्ट वेट, अभी इस पर 1 और 2 ईयर वेट करिए. आफ्टर अप्रोक्सीमेट 2024-2025 में हमारा क्वालिटी का, कंपनी का कमिटमेंट का, कंपनी की वर्किंग क्राइटेरिया का टोटली जो कंडीशन है वो रिफॉर्म्स के फॉर्म में जाएगा, टोटली चेंज होगा. ओके, अभी करंटली इसमें ज्यादा डेप्थ में मत जाइएगा. क्लियर? करंटली ज्यादा डेप्थ में मत जाइएगा क्योंकि
ओके सर.
को आप ऑब्जर्व करिए एट प्रेजेंट द मूड ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन, फोन पे, गूगल पे, यू नो वेरी वेल, ये लॉन्ग टर्म अब यूज नहीं होने वाला बिकॉज ऑफ आरबीआई का माइंडसेट हो गया है कि वो डिजिटल रुपी को ही यूज करेगा. ओके, तो हमें किस टॉपिक पे डेप्थ पे जाना है फॉर 2023 मेंस, फॉर 2024 मेंस? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल उस टॉपिक को सराउंड करिए. अभी इंडिया मूव कर रहा है अपने कमिटमेंट की तरफ टू रिड्यूस द कार्बन एमिशन. दैट्स व्हाई कार्बन एमिशन इन केस ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, इंडिया कमिटेड फॉर गुड हेल्थ, for better education, for better drinking water facility and sanitation facility. That's why थोड़ा सा 24 तक वेट करना होगा और मैक्सिमम चीजें चेंज हो जाएंगी. ये है. सो मैंने थिंक इन माय क्लास मैंने 1990 और 2001 से कंपेयर किया, बट उसको एट प्रेजेंट से रिलेट करके मैंने आपको आज डिस्कस किया बिकॉज ऑफ जो क्वेश्चन डिस्कस होते हैं वो मेनली एट प्रेजेंट के बिहाफ पर होते हैं, बट जो स्टैटिक बेस्ड स्टेटमेंट आता है वो प्रीवियस आ जाता है. Question is totally just like a current affair question. At present, one nation, one fertilizer scheme, given the following, which statements are true? Up in 4 statement, हो सकता है maybe 2 or 3 statement related to same scheme. One एक statement ऐसा होगा, single statement जो कहीं ना कहीं में previous को show कर रहा होगा. Just like a fertilizer subsidy scheme replace the concessional scheme. Replace which scheme? I think concessional scheme 1993 or something. तो सेम है, एक सिंगल स्टेटमेंट अगर ऐसा आ गया तो आपका प्रिपरेशन इफेक्ट हो जाएगा ये. हाँ, बट सेम थिंग What the new thing? BIS. What about BIS? What about new pattern of reforms in case of pollution or emission, in case of commitment? इसको आप सर्च करें, ऑब्जर्विंग करें, कुछ नए पर आए. फिक्स डाटा को लेकी पॉसिबिलिटी थोड़ी कम रहेगी. ये है मैक्सिमम 17 to 18 क्वेश्चन इन 2020 इन 2013 की अप्रॉक्स की बात है, जिस टाइम पर एग्जाम था उसमें नो एनी सिंगल करंट अफेयर क्वेश्चन, एक सिंगल करंट अफेयर क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में नहीं दिखा था 2013 में. बट एट प्रेजेंट 10 to 12 to 15 का एक वेरिएशन रहता है, बट ऑल्सो इन डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट, जस्ट लाइक इन इकोनॉमिक्स, जस्ट लाइक इन ज्योग्राफी, इंपैक्ट करता है ऐसा नॉलेज. इसलिए करंट का ऑब्जर्वेशन आपका अच्छा होना चाहिए. ओके,
यस सर.
और एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट इंडिया को क्या मिलेगा, वो तो फॉरेन में ही जाएगा.
सपोज दिस इज इंडिया, दिस क्लास इज इंडिया. ओके, और मैं ऑफर कर रहा हूँ एनी अदर कोचिंग कि बिटवीन 5 to 7 AM ये क्लास फ्री है. प्लीज आप इस क्लास में अपने बैच को चला सकते हैं. फायदा क्या है? प्रॉफिट इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन एंड सर्विसेज, इन टर्म्स ऑफ टैक्सेस, एम्प्लॉयमेंट, इंक्रीज एम्प्लॉयमेंट कैपेबिलिटी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एप्पल फिक्स अवर इंडस्ट्री इन बैंगलोर. ओके, अब एप्पल को एम्प्लॉइज चाहिए होंगे, उसको इंडिया से एम्प्लॉइज मिलेंगे, एम्प्लॉयमेंट लेवल इंप्रूव होगा. सेकंड थिंग क्या है? सेकंड थिंग टैक्सेस के फॉर्म में वो प्रोडक्शन का हो रहा है अंडर द फिजिकल बाउंड्री ऑफ इंडिया. एंड यू नो व्हाट इज द सिंगल टर्म, व्हाट इज द जीडीपी? Let's change the markers white. For example, this is the physical boundary of India. ठीक है, physical boundary of India. Under the physical boundary, the total production and services, the monetary value of total production and services in a financial year is called GDP. Is called GDP, right? Foreign currency production start in the physical boundary of India. This is too much fruitful for Indian government in economy. In terms of taxes, also in terms of services, this increase the opportunity of employment also. Okay, yeah, and our economy is totally based on GDP, not on GNP. Totally based on GDP. That's why government says Atmanirbhar Bharat, because of that transaction from global form, the value of export and import, export indication from X, import from M. Value of export, suppose that 5, then value of import 9. It means the NFIA, net factor income from abroad, the value of NFIA is negative. And same payment is done by GDP. That's why Indian economy is totally dependent upon GDP. इसीलिए हम कह रहे हैं आत्मनिर्भर भारत, सेल्फ रिलायंस इंडिया. We know कि first of all ये हमें क्या चाहिए? To minimize the import, to minimize import. इंपोर्ट मिनिमाइज होगा तो ये वैल्यू नेगेटिव से क्या होगा? 0 होगा. दैट्स व्हाई इंपोर्ट मिनिमाइज होगा तो हमारे पॉकेट में कुछ सम फंड्स क्या रहेगा? स्टोर होगा. दैट्स व्हाई इंपोर्ट को मिनिमाइज करने के लिए आप इंडिया में ही प्रोडक्शन करिए. गवर्नमेंट अलाउ, प्लीज आइए इंडिया में ही प्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट करिए. और इन अदर क्वेश्चन, अदरवाइज क्लास ओवर भाई. ओके, थैंक यू.